Right, so welcome to this 1500 points game of Warhammer 40,000, 10th edition, our second game. We've doubled the points up here. Imperial Fists are back. There's units on the painting desk for these at the moment. There's a big batch of them with Siege Studios as well, just to bring these up to 2,000 points. So for now, whilst that's all going on, I've drafted in some Red Scorpions to bolster the numbers, and these two chapters will fight side by side, but they'll count as Imperial Fists here for this game. So we have gold level Patreons, supporters on the channel. I'll shout out their names at some point during the game, as and when required. They have a Patronic dice to use at some critical point during the battle. Silver level Patrons, I'll call out their name at the end of the game, and you can check out the end credits of the video for all the Patreon supporters, including those supporting at bronze. And the proceeds now split three ways, so it helps support the channel, SSWG Wargames Club, and helps form a new Astra Militarum army as well. That's through the Patreons. Part of that support goes to help form that army. It's the garrison army for the channel at Astra Militarum. So if you want to help support the channel, and in those three ways, then join us on Patreon and then choose what level you want, gold, silver or bronze. So for the Imperial Fists, just experimenting here as the army begins to form. HQ choices, a Gravis captain here. Been taken. I have given him an upgrade here, an enhancement, so it is the Artificer armor here, so 2-up armor save for him and a 5+ feel no pain. Second HQ choice, he'll be the Warlord as well for this game. Second HQ choice is the Chaplain, doesn't have to join the unit yet, but Chaplain on a bike being taken. So he's been given an enhancement as well. It's the Honor Vehement for him. It's an extra attack and strength characteristic on his melee weapons. And then, whilst the bearer is under the effects of the Assault Doctrine, add 2 to attacks and strength for him. It's a little bit more potent in close combat. That's the HQ choices being taken. Then for troops, 2 Intercessor squads, 2 squads of 5. Squad of 5 Heavy Intercessors, and there's the Heavy Bolter option. One of those models taking that in this unit. 1 Redemptor Dreadnought was good enough from the previous battle, the first game against the Tyranids. So we've taken 2 Dreadnoughts to fight side by side here in this game. Both equipped the same, going for the Macroplasma Incinerator option, fists for those, and then the Fragstorm Grenade Launchers, you can see mounted in the chest, the same, and then each of them taking Nicholas Rocket Pod as well, so double Redemptor Dreadnought. 2 squads of Inceptors here with their Assault Bolters. Their stat lines, they've toughened up a fair bit, so it'll be interesting to see how they get on. 2 squads of 3. Outriders being taken as well. So the way they work, squad of 3, and they've been joined, part of their unit is the ATV buried in there as well with a multi-melter. And then finally, it's Aggressors, a squad of 6. Fragstorm Grenade Launchers being taken for those, and then the Dakar Gauntlets option for them as well. That is the list here for the Imperial Fists. A fair bit of Dakar. We'll see how they cope against an onslaught from the World Eaters Chaos Space Marines. Then we have Phoenix Lords and Autarchs here, top level support on YouTube channel membership, amongst the perks they get allocated to units or individual models for our game. So I'll call those out, and they can follow their model around, see what heroics it gets up to during the game. So BPP Wargaming and Michael Fry onto the Inceptors for this battle. Chris Comiskey's onto the Aggressors. Paintlicker's Paint Pot onto the Redemptor Dreadnought. And Drister onto the second one, painted up for the Imperial Fists. Mephisto is the Warlord here, the Gravis Captain. Raycross onto the Heavy Intercessors. Peter Grant onto the Biker Chaplain. Vagabond onto the ACV and Outrider Squad. And then we have an Autarch here, so that's an individual model. So Dylan Moore, Sergeant Moore, with the Bikers for this game. So that's Phoenix Lords and Autarchs allocated. That's the list for the Imperial Fists. We'll take a look now and see what Tom Kovia has for his World Eaters Chaos Space Marines. Alright, so 1,500 points of World Eaters. Good to see them back. We'll let Tom run through his list.
Right, so pretty simple. 1,500 points. Starting with HQ choice of the Master of Executions, who's going to be my Warlord. He's my only HQ choice today. And I have paid an enhancement to give him Favoured of Khorne, which allows me to re-roll the Blessings of Khorne dice. I believe it's just once in the battle, but it could be quite handy. Then going for the troops choices, 2 squads of 10 Berserkers, 2 Plasmas, 2 double-handed axes, and an icon in each squad. Same again over here for the second squad there. Then I've got 2 squads of normal 8-bound. One with the lacerators and 2 eviscerators, and then one with 3 eviscerators. And then I've got 2 squads of exalted 8-bound. The leader, Midnight Miniatures here, has double chain fist. And then we've got chain fist and eviscerator, chain fist and eviscerator. And then on the other side, we've got heavy chain glaive and 2 with chain fist and eviscerator. And then, last but not least, we've got Longbow driving the Land Raider up. And we're going to see how vehicles fare in 10th edition.
Yes, it's all changed now. We'll see. Land Raider could be a tough enough cookie for sure. So that's Tom's list. He's called out some of the Phoenix Lords here as exalted, 8-bound, these ones.
The exalted are these ones.
Right, okay.
Yeah, these are just normal in the middle.
Nate Miller on this squad here, Amy Elmo onto that squad, regular 8-bound JP and Daniel Cunningham. Lucas Brown onto the big squad of Corn Berserkers. Squad of 10, I'm sure they're going to be scary enough. Ben Shaw onto the other squad, and then Gut B will be the Warlord here in this game, onto the Master of Executions. So that's the list here. No Angron for this game. World Eaters can fight without him. We'll see how well they get on against the Imperial Fists. That's the 2 armies. We'll take a look at scenario and deployment next. Alright, so we have a scenario. We're going to play only war. We're focusing on the edition and the armies. We've scaled up here to 1500 points. We're just going to play a straightforward mission here. Whilst we can, we're probably going to move away from this quick enough and get onto the regular missions. But only war, straightforward mission, fighting from end to end. There's 4 objectives on the board. Tom elected to go at this end. He's used the Xenos dice to mark his deployment zone running across there. And then the Imperial Fists, 24 inches away, deploying across here. The objectives, we've placed them in a very thematic way, sort of worked out really well. They've been placed next to Blood Angels assets on the board. So we've got a nice theme developing for this game. Imperial Fists moving in, perhaps to rescue the Gene Seed here and to cleanse the area of this World Eater's threat. So I've placed mine just outside as my deployment zone, and here next to this burning Razorback. The other one I placed just next to the Slain Terminator across over there at the road. And then Tom's placed just downstairs outside here. The home objective for him, and another objective across the other side next to the burnt out drop pods. Very thematic here and appropriate for this battle. So armies will be sweeping from one side of the board to the next. Aggressions required. This game is no secondaries. It all revolves around these 4 objectives and the control of them. So for this mission, capture and control, nice and straightforward. Starting from turn 2 onwards, at the end of each player's command phase, the player whose turn it is scores 1 victory point for each objective marker they control, maximum of 3 per turn, and that is it. So it revolves around the capture of these objectives. The game could well end in a draw, but players need to be defensive. They need to hold on to their home objectives, but to win the game, they may well need to go aggressive and to capture enemy objectives as well. And it could literally be just the fall of one objective across one turn that literally decides the game. So that's the way this mission will work. That is the scenario. Terrain. There's some ruins here, so that we now have some obscuring terrain on the board. So the footprint of this one, and it's the footprints marked out there. And then Tom's highlighting the other one across the other side of the board. We're going to play that as obscuring ruins as well. Then for the rest of the cover, the rest of the structures we're going to play as hills, industrial structures, sealed buildings, and armoured containers. So that can affect visibility, and then units that are affected by that, you can then gain the benefit of cover. And then things like the pipes and barricades, like these, for example, across here, cover can be granted to infantry models that find themselves within 3 inches of that terrain. So infantry can shelter behind that, take cover, but a Land Raider, for example, won't get the benefit of that cover. That's pretty much it for terrain. Nice and straightforward, as we hope, here for 10th edition. So we shall start alternating placing units on the board next. Right, just to mention the battle mat and terrain we're using in this game. So battle mat is from gamemat.eu. And then so too is some of the terrain. So it's the Chem Zone terrain set here, which I've painted and or repainted and modified to match in with this battle mat and the style that you see here. So it's these structures across here, these vats. And then many of the containers which match up nicely with the GW Minotaurum armoured containers. That's those across there. Boxes and barrels from that set as well. You can check out gamemat.eu few supplies of battlemats, all shapes and sizes available from them, and also pre-painted terrain sets as well. There's a link for them in the video description below, and there's a discount code that you can use as well. Alright, so deployment's done. We'll start with the Imperial Fists. So Tom was very quick for his deployment. He had a number of units, a couple of units to place on the board. So that then let us place a good amount of stuff after Tom had finished. So Imperial Fists sort of separated themselves across here. So ATV, Bikers and Chaplain all together as one unit. Redemptor Dreadnought here. The two squads, so 1 and 2, the two intercessor squads. Heavy intercessors joined by the captain across there. And over on the left-hand side, anchoring left, is the second Dreadnought. And then the unit of aggressors with them also. The Inceptors I have placed into reserves. So those two squads there, they're to arrive via Deep Strike turn 2 onwards. So that's showing you the deployment for the Space Marines. Then heading across no man's land. Taking shelter behind here for now is the large unit of Khorne Berserkers. The Land Raider, Boulder's Brass, deploying here. We reckon it's got gaps that it can push through, it won't be a problem. To its left is the second Khorne Berserker squad. Master of Executions is with them. And inside the Land Raider is the two regular squads.
Two Exalted.
Two Exalted?
Yeah.
And the Deep Striking ones? Deep Striking in. Okay, so Tom's got some pretty decent assets to arrive via reserves. Clarifying something here.
Yeah, I've just realised that the Exalted 8 bands are the only ones with Deep Strike.
Yeah, swap around.
But I can't just do a straight swap, because points-wise, these are slightly more.
Oh, the 25%.
Yes, I may need to double-check, because I can only have 375 Deep Strike. I might just be... Let me just double-check.
Right, gotcha. Yeah, Tom's going to check that one. The other thing to point out is the Land Raider transport capacity has gone up to 12. Tom's models count as 2 each, so he would max out, but would be able to do it. Just check if he's got the points, if he's allowed as Deep Strike or both. So we can't go into points, but yes, Tom does have the points to do it. So we'll not say any more than that.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So, all right. So that's fine. We're all good to go. Armies are set. So we're here, Tom. We are at. This is your first game of 10th.
Yes.
Okay. He's read about it. He's watched, but now Tom is here in the crucible of war. What better way to start the day than with cornflakes, Tom?
Yeah, cornflakes.
Against what are these? Rice Krispies or something?
Yeah.
Don't know.
Something like all the different colours. They could be like Lucky Stars or something.
Okay, right. Breakfast is served. Or just fried eggs, Tom.
Yeah, fried eggs.
Why have I got 4 dice? It's 1 dice.
No idea.
It's not Eldar. Okay, so we'll roll to see who goes first. The continuation of Chaos versus Imperium drags on into 10th edition. Do we purge Chaos or not? 4. It's respectable.
One again. That's
It's a 1.
a
Okay.
lot of ones on these dice.
So we shall go first. We'll try and hunt out, root out, and destroy Chaos wherever it's found, if we can. Double Dreadnought, we'll see how the Imperial Fists get on. We're going to the first turn of the game. It'll be the Imperium that makes the first move. Right, so we're on turn 1. There's a few little bits to do here. Pre-game stuff to do before we go on to the command phase for the Imperial Fists.
So I have to do my Blessings of Khorne.
Okay.
So I roll 8 dice. And then I look at the results. So, now, depending on the results, there's several different things I can get. So, any double I can use to gain 2 inches to my movement, army-wide. Any double, I can get a 6 up, feel no pain, army-wide. Any double 3+, so that would be like a double 3+. My melee weapons equipped by the model in this unit have sustained hits, so army-wide gets sustained hits. Any double 4+, so once again, double 4+ again, or any triple. Each time a model in this unit is destroyed by a melee attack, if the model's not fought, so basically get to fight on death.
Wow.
Double 5+, so double 5+. Melee weapons equipped by models in this unit have lethal hits ability. And double 6, which is what I want, is army-wide advance and charge.
Huh. Right, so that's huge. Your army massively depends on this.
So it's all the doubles. So that's actually a good selection of doubles because I can get I can use double for. Oh, that's.
Well, let you think about this one, Tom.
Yeah, that's going to need a lot of thought.
Yeah, okay. And it's quite cool because you're trying to anticipate what the turn might bring with what the opponent can do and then what your army has the potential to do as well. But let Tom finalise his choices. Right, so you get to pick 2.
Yeah, you can only pick 2.
Right, okay. The 2 you've chosen are...
The 2 I've chosen are, whether it's foolhardy or not, I'm going for Rage-Fueled Invigoration, plus 2 inches to move.
Okay.
And Unbridled Bloodlust. I can move, advance and charge army-wide.
Okay, so Imperial Fists had better watch out. Don't go too aggressive against the World Eaters. They could bite back and do so quickly. All right, so we'll go on to our command phase next for the Fists. Okay, so 3 guesses as to who we put Oath of Moment on. So it's gone on to the Land Raider. So reroll hits and wounds against that with the entire army. It is crazy, but that's the rules as they are at the moment. And then we've gone for Devastator Doctrine. So we'll burn that one up. Each of us gained a CP, by the way. So Devastator Doctrine means I can advance and still shoot. So it's just a bit more quicker movement here from these, still with the ability to shoot. So that's it. We'll go on to movement here for the Fists. All right, so the World Eater's dangerous enough. They can move. You're on movement and +2 and advance and charge.
Yep.
Yeah, it's too dangerous. We can't. We're going to Devastator Doctrine to move quickly here, but I'd be foolhardy to head straight towards them. So we've cautiously pushed forwards to solidify our position here on the 2 objectives. Bikers have nudged. I'm thinking if Tom moves 6 and 2 and 8, he's got a possibility of a guaranteed advance 6. So there's a chance of a charge, even though we are some distance apart. So World Eaters, you've got to respect them. They can be quick enough. They were quick in 9th, and it looks like they can be just as quick in 10th. Then across the other side, Dreadnoughts bared left and pushed forwards. Does have line of sight towards the Land Raider. Aggressors have advanced, roll quite low for them. They've pushed through. And then regular intercessors at the front to provide a, don't tell them, but a meat shield. And then the heavy intercessors just behind, advancing around and moving on to the objective. So both our objectives look in safe hands for now. But the distance between the 2 armies looks a fair bit. But for the World Eaters, they can cover the ground very fast indeed. So if Tom wishes, things could turn ugly quick enough. We've got a shooting phase first. I think it's appropriate. The Imperial Fists will let loose with a volley before the World Eaters get a chance to move. So we'll start with the Dreadnought Paint Licker's Paint Pot in command to go against the Longbow BB Land Raider. We shall pick an appropriate dice. Nate Miller, he was gold level Patreon signed up. We didn't use him in the previous game, so he's got a double dice here for this game. All the firepower from the Dreadnought from him. Let's see if we can chip off some wounds, perhaps cause some significant damage against this Dreadnought. So we'll start with the Fragstorm Grenade Launcher. 3 shots. Looking for the 3s. Okay. And then we're looking for 6s. Okay, and it's rerollable. A save, please, of 2+. No P- for these, no. It's all been knocked down a little bit. 5s, nothing coming through. That's the Fragstorm. Okay, the next option will push up to the Onslaught Gatling Cannon. Oh, that's got devastating wounds. That's quite useful. In fact, we could go fishing. Fish for 6s. Looking for 3s. We'll reroll. Alright. Now. 6s to wound. But they become devastating wounds, which is mortal wounds. So we'll search for 6s. And then we shall do so once again, thanks to Oath of Moment. And there is 2. 2 mortal wounds caused on the Land Raider. Devastating wounds. How interesting. So that's that's this thing here. It's the Gatling, the Onslaught Gatling cannon. We swapped it out for the Heavy Flamer.
Does the heavy one get that as well?
Surely it must, Tom. Yeah, 12 shots.
That's
yeah,
it's
pretty good. Yeah, combined with Oath, right? That's what makes it. Yeah, really good. Okay. Yeah, it's devastating wounds. Something to watch out for. Very, very useful indeed. Now we'll go on to the next weapon, which shall be the Icarus rocket pod. So D3 attacks. 8mm here, 2 shots. Leading 3s. Reroll. Missed. And fail to wound, and we'll try and wound again, which we do. And this one's going to be AP -1. Tom's failed, and it's going to be 2 damage.
2 damage.
Yeah,
oh dear, this is not looking promising.
Okay, down to 12. And now for the main gun. We'll supercharge. D6 +1 attacks. 3s to hit. This could be good. It all depends on how many shots we get. We will stick with 8mm for the number of shots.
Could be amazing.
It could be amazing.
Need a Luke roll here.
Come on, reroll. Yes. Have to, 100% for that.
Into a 1. A 2.
It's a 2.
Wow, you doubled your shots.
D6 +1, so 3 shots. Yeah, could have been better. Looking for 3s. 3. Looking for wounds of 5s. And re-rollable. 2.
2 6s I need.
Yeah, AP -3.
-3.
-4.
Nope.
1's made it through.
So
2 have
6
made
damage?
it through. Yeah, 6 wounds caused. Dropping down to
6.
6 left. It's pretty good, really. That's not too bad at all. Redemptor Dreadnought, dangerous enough. But Oath of Moment, doubling the effectiveness of its firepower.
I just want to see if I had done the
we've chosen your
6s to ignore. Yeah, I would.
Yeah, it would have
taken
helped.
3 less.
Okay, interesting.
But we'll see how that comes into it later on.
No, it's all about experimenting, Tom. This is just a scouting skirmish, this game. It's of no significance. But I'm sure it's important to the ones who are taking part, Tom. And where's Frank? He's in here. For once, he's at the right side of the battle lines here. He's in amongst his Imperial Fist brethren. They're encouraging him to join their ranks, but he says, "No, you guys go ahead." He's just gonna. He says, "I'll watch the rear." So he's there at the back. He's happy where he is. He's a bit traumatized from previous games. He's not going to lead the way, but he's at the right end of the board. Happy enough. No, Tom. This is it. He called it in. It was Frank that dialed in the fist to get them to turn up.
Do you know what I'm wondering? I'm wondering whether one day there'll be a little corpse there.
Where? Frank?
Whether we can have a little Frank corpse.
No, he is the perpetual ongoing SOS from the Imperium.
Okay.
the call for help that will forever go on. Okay, so firepower from the Dreadnought done. Aggressors out of range. So we've still got options here. Add heavy intercessors with their firepower. With help of Oath of Moment, they could cause a bit of trouble. All right, heavy intercessors. Add Raycross in command. We'll go Andrew Swan. We'll get through some of these Imperial players here. So all the firepower from them on to Andrew. So this is heavy bolt rifles. So we moved. So we're just going to hit normally in 3s. We'll reroll. Okay. Then we're going to try and look for wounds here. 6s. And rerollable. Ugh. Just the 1, and it's AP minus nothing, I don't think. Yeah, it is. -1. Blocked with ease. Okay. So now we'll try and go on to the heavy bolter. Now, there could be a little trick with this one, perhaps. If we go for 3 shots in 3s, And then we'll fish for 6s. Make sure we
Just
get
a
one.
hit?
Yeah.
Auto wounds, is it?
No, sustained hits, you see, popping extra hits.
Oh, okay.
So we'll throw in those 2. Then we'll try and wound on 5s. And then, we will try and reroll. Alright, 555.
What damage is this?
It's AP minus 3. I'm joking, it's AP minus 1. Just the minus 1. It's damage 2 though. You okay? All right.
How many damage?
Damage 2. Yeah. Down to 4. Alright, Land Raider's taking a beating now. Bolt rifles. In the squad in front. Looking for 3s. And then we're looking for 6s. It's tough to wound vehicles now. Depth for sure. Well, there's a 666. There's another one.
Oh no, if I fail all of these.
4 saves. Oh, 1 gets through. Another chink in the armour found. Alright, it's dropping down to 3 wounds left. Land Raiders busted up. The other thing is damage brackets aren't as bad. Just on -1 to hit, that's it.
Cool.
So, not so bad, not so complicated as it was previously.
And all their weapons are now twin linked. You're re-rolling anyway, aren't you?
Wounds you are, yes. Yeah, twin links, there's a shift with that one. They've cut down the number of shots. So like a twin heavy bolter, for example, used to be 6 shots. It's now 3, but you're re-rolling your wounds. So it's not as good, I don't think. But in some situations, the ability to re-roll wounds, such as Oath of Moment, proves to be very useful indeed. Land Raider's almost gone. It's got 3 wounds left. It's weathered the storm, but it has taken a battering for sure. And I think that's firepower complete. Just in case you're wondering, Dreadnought, I can see past this building, but this is obscuring. I cannot see any part of any of these units. So firepower is redundant down here. I don't want to push forwards because I don't want to get contacted too easily by Tom's
And
units.
just to clarify as well, so I'm still moving 10 with the Land Raider.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, because it says while the model has 1 to 5 wounds remaining, each time the model makes an attack, subtract 1. So I'm still moving 10, and I'm still getting the +2, so it can still move 12 next turn.
Yeah.
Open its assault ramps. Everything inside can move, and then charge.
Yeah, that's right, Tom.
Yeah. Pretty tasty, isn't it?
It's not bad. Yeah, I remembered that now. When I was reviewing the Blood Angels, that would be...
The 8-bound have got a 9-inch move, +2, so 11-inch move. Auto advance 6 for 1 CP, and then can charge afterwards.
Yeah, that's another interesting dynamic for 10th edition. It's nice to read about these things, but I think I'm going to be learning in a very practical way how Land Raiders work. It would have done us good to destroy that thing. We have not. We have failed. And Tom was planning just to ram that thing forwards. Disembark with, 2 squads of 8-bound, and then let them loose on the Imperial Fists. Okay. Overwatch stratagem, prepare. Get ready for this thing. All right, so we'll go on to...
Do you have to pay a CP for that?
You do, and be careful, because Overwatch can be done in the charge phase and the movement phase. Yes, there are some significant changes with 10th. It's certainly a complete learning curve here. There's some interesting dynamics with both the factions and the way the game works as well. But turn 1 comes to an end for the Imperial Fists. They haven't done bad. They really have wrecked this Land Raider, but crucially, they have not destroyed it. So it's on standby and ready to move, and potentially throwing some units straight away against the Imperial Fists. So we've tried to protect our objectives as best as we can, but I think we're going to be assaulted here, and we could see some very significant melees happen quick enough. There's no points to come in, nothing to calculate at this stage. It all happens on turn 2 onwards. So we'll finish our turn here for the Imperial Fists. It's looking healthy enough for them, but I think the game is going to drastically change here as the World Eaters go immediately on the aggressive. Their turn 1 coming up next. Okay, so just interrupting Tom's move here. He knew it was coming. Going to Overwatch the Land Raider. Going to use the Redemptor Dreadnought to do it. I think it's worth doing, especially because we have got the Oath of Moment stuck on that thing. So we'll get to reroll, trying to fish for 6s again to strip off the last wounds from that model. It's done its job, though. It shifted up the board. So then Tom's going to be able to disembark and so on with the models if it's destroyed. So we should call upon another Imperial friend, and that shall be Marcus Anthony, who's a Dark Angels player, also plays Sisters of Battle. So we'll go for numbers of shots with the paint pot Dreadnought.
And I take it the oath thing is just all the time?
It lasts all the way through to the start of my next command phase. It's crazy.
In any phase?
Yeah. So Games Workshop really hit the nail on the head with that one for Space Marines. Okay, so 3 shots, which 4. Yeah, I'll keep it. So we're looking for 6s. We might not do this, depends what we roll. I've got 1.
It's already.
And then we'll fish for some more. There's 2. All right, okay, that should be all right. I'm going to roll a hazardous dice, by the way, from last turn. I forgot. No, and I'll roll 1 now. No, that's so. Roll a dice after you shoot. If you roll a 1, I take 3 mortal wounds. Supercharging.
Take 3 mortal wounds?
Yeah.
Wow.
Or model slain. That's the way that works now. So then we're looking for 5s to wound and rerollable. No, your toughness is 11, right? So that's going to.
My toughness 12.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, so that goes through. You could stop this, Tom.
Oh yeah, I need a 6 though. That'll do it.
Come on, reroll, please. We'll fire the rest of the.
You've still got like half of an army's worth of guns to fire.
Yeah, this is the
re-rolling everything, so
missile,
you should be able to take 2.
The missile thing here, looking for 6s. Oh no. Fragstorm grenade launcher. It's the twin one, isn't it? So I think it's just the D6 shots, re-rolling wounds. We get that anyway. 1 shot. There's nothing we can do. Trying to hit, re-roll. Nope. And then the last one. Oh, the last one could be the best one. Actually. The Gatling.
Yeah, because you just need 2 more.
Fish for yeah. So come on, no. Then we'll try and wound. Reroll. Oh, nothing. So Overwatch is a great opportunity in the movement phase, but there's no guarantees. We've failed to pick up any wounds against that thing. Tom would be happy enough. Land Raider survives. So I think there's something developing here for 10th edition. Units that are particularly useful to bury in amongst your battle line. That's units that are good at overwatching. So things that are lots of shots and can reroll hits and wounds, like we're getting here with Oath of Moment, very, very useful. Torrent weapons, so units that auto hit and have some kind of reach and range. If you've got
like the new Space Marine Flamers.
Exactly, Tom, precisely. So units
they would be unreal.
Because if you're on normal Overwatch, like when you're charged, it's got to be like if you're being attacked. But if it's in the movement phase, anyone that falls within your scope, you can go after them. So keep that in mind. It's units, something to really think about as you build a list. But units have the potential to overwatch and can actually hit and cause trouble.
Do you still gain a 3-inch move getting out of vehicles?
Yeah, I think you do. We'll figure this one out here just to make sure we got it right for 10th. All right, so movement's done. It looks crazy enough here. So 8 bound have shifted across in this direction. So disembark within 3. Movement of 8.
Movement of 9.
9 plus 2.
Plus 2, yeah.
So it's got them right the way around. Tom's gone right the way around
14-inch move or something.
Yeah, so
and then I could have advanced as well and charged.
Okay. These went moved and then the guaranteed 6-inch.
Yeah, I spent 1 CP to Apocalyptic Frenzy, auto 6-inch advance.
Okay, so it looks like they're going to get involved as well. So we've got a full-on fight lining up here between these two factions across this side. Quite around here, Tom's aim, I think, is to try and clear this objective, potentially entirely with what he has there. He's lined up for some very easy charges here. And your game fights first. I can't interrupt plays. Tom's going to get to swing with all of these units, so looking particularly good. And then from behind here with the
they advanced
Berserkers, advanced 5, then made it onto the objective. Okay, so that's movement done. We'll go on to shooting phase, which will be the Land Raider.
So we're going to start off with the Combi Bolter. Everything is into the Redemptor, and I'm going to use Longbow because he's driving it.
Oh yeah.
So we'll use Longbow.
Okay, he's a World Eater's player, so he's quite at home in command of the Land Raider.
So 2 shots, hitting on 4s now. So 1 hit. This is strength 4, your toughness 10.
Yep.
So 6s. And re-rolling for twin linked. Nope, so nothing from that one. And then we're going to go with the Havoc Launcher, which is D6 for 4. Hitting on 4s again because of wounded. And then wounding on 6s again because I'm strength 5 and your toughness 10. Not re-rolling there, so 1 wound. And that is no AP.
Okay, so 2 up.
Now, so this brings up the question. It's no AP and it's 1 damage.
Oh, Tom's wanted to talk about this, yes. Some clever people on the internet have been talking about this. Whilst this model has... Duty Eternal. Each time an attack is allocated to this model, subtract 1 from the damage characteristic of that attack. And they're saying, well, it's not capped, or they're not saying to a minimum of 1.
So it would make that attack no damage.
Yeah, so RAW rules as written, technically you could say, well, that means -1 to damage roll. Anything that's damage 1 coming through is damage 0. I don't think... We reckon that's not the intent of the rules, but a little bit of a technicality there. Potentially, but we'll say no, right? We'll go with...
And let us know what you think.
Yes, let us know what you think.
Well, you still get your save of 2 up.
What, to save a damage 0?
Yeah, to save a damage 0.
Okay, passed. All right.
Right. Okay. Then we're going to go for the heavy bolter.
Yes.
So once again, force 2. Once again, 6s. It's very difficult to wound.
It is. We notice you've got to have the right weapon for the right occasion.
So that is sustained hits and twin links.
Yeah, sustained hits. Tom pops an extra hit there, so you can try and go for the wind.
And then we reroll the wound.
Twin links, yeah.
No.
All right.
Right. So this is what we want anyway. Soul Shatter las cannons.
Here we go.
All 4s would be lovely, please. Okay, 3. I'll take it.
Oh, because you're -1 to hit rolls for your damage. Gotcha.
Yes.
Reach 11, clear.
And then strength 12. So 3s.
3s to wound. Okay, this is the better weapon. 2
2
wounds come through.
I am going to... This is AP -3.
Yes.
You're up at 2 up, so I'm going to re-roll it.
Yeah. 2 make it through.
Yep.
Save and throws required. Who do we turn to? Travis and Jen. Yeah, go on in there, tune in. It's custodies, that'll do. Okay. So they can take it in turns here. So Jen, first of all, the Jen save. And we're looking for a 5+. Come on. I need help. I need these dreadnoughts to stand. No, a 4. And then we're looking for a Travis save here, a 5+, to aid the Imperium today. Yes, blocked. Right. So whatever your damage is, D6 +1 or D6, because we want to negate the...
What does that count as?
What does that mean, Tom? Why? It's like they're playing football with the dice. No, it's not working. So we play hole facing. As painful as it is to say that, we play hole facing, which is a 2. No, it's a 6. It's okay. We play 6. It's fine. More than happy with that. So
6 + 1.
Yeah, and then -1.
My damage and then -1. So
got it. So we drop down to... that's halved it. God, we're down to 6 wins left. That was a plum hit with a las cannon. Good shooting.
That's all my shooting done, haven't I?
Oh, that's it from them?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, then. So shooting phase finished.
Wins.
On to charges. So who to charge where? I can't overwatch. You're free just to plunge in wherever you want to go. And I can't interrupt play.
I'll go with these guys first. Into...
Meat shield, thankfully. We put those out the front.
Yeah, into the meat shield.
Okay, I think a 4 will do it.
10.
10. In they go. Charges have gone ahead. We've got an epic showdown across here. The advantage is with the World Eaters for sure. We'll just zoom in so you can see the fight that's lined up to take place. So some quite poor charge rolls, but Tom was so close he made it in anyway.
2 3s.
8-bound squad across here. So following the way 10th edition works, if you're able to get within base contact, you must. Engagement range is base-to-base contact with an enemy unit, and then the second rank has to be in base-to-base contact with the base-to-base unit in base-to-base contact with the enemy.
Lots of buttery biscuit bases.
Yes, so they're all in. We've pushed them in as far as they can go. No Overwatch taking place, so we'll roll up here for these attacks. Tom's free to attack with everybody first. So Imperial
Fists. Maybe
Fists.
start on this side and work my way across.
Okie dokie, here it comes.
So the big decision is...
So it's JP versus Paintlicker's Paint Pot Dreadnought here.
How many wounds are they? 3?
Aggressors, yes, they are solid enough. What?
What?
Oh, Gandalf. Toughness 6.
All right. Yeah.
Oh, Tom doesn't care.
Okay. I'll be on 3s.
Oh. Yeah.
So are they 3 wounds?
Yes, they're 3 wounds each. Yes.
It's a frustrating amount of wounds. Right, so...
The close quarters firepower. Each time model in this unit makes a ranged attack that targets the closest eligible target. Improve the AP by 1. So I'll save that for next game. We'll see how they survive. But do you think you think you drop them down? Or I'll survive? It's a squad of 6.
Technically, I'm going to get 4 or... Oh, no, right, okay. Yeah. No, I forgot I've got those to go into them as well.
Yeah.
So I should...
Pick whichever combat you want, Tom.
I'll start with this one, and I'll put the Lacerators into the Redemptor. And then I will put the other 2...
2 into the aggressors, right, yeah.
No, actually. I'm going to start with this squad.
Yes, that's why.
And I'll tell you why. Because if I can... Interesting.
Well,
I'm going to start with this squad. Right, so...
We made him think, at least.
Nice and easy, Eviscerators, so 6 attacks each. And then...
It's very appropriate, Tom. Look where they're standing. Under the Ultramarines banner with the handshake as well. Space Marines. They are good old battle brothers, aren't they? We don't care what colour your chapter is. We all stand together and fight for the Emperor. Yes.
So, 6 attacks each, and then +1 for charge each. I am strength 5, but then +1 strength for charge, so 6s. So 3s to hit and 4s to hurt.
We came searching for Blood Angel's gene seed. We fight and die under the Ultramarines banner, Tom.
You found Blood Angel's gene seed.
Where?
There.
Oh, thanks.
Corn.
No. Okay, right. Just
look, even GW are announcing that now, because they've got the same thing, the same +1 attack and +1 strength on the charge. They're basically saying the Blood Angels are Corn Berserkers.
Oh man, a deeper shade of red, Tom.
Right, so we're going to go for 3s. That was awful.
Okay.
That was
so it's a lot of attacks.
Really good. Right, and then we're going to go for 4s. Because you're toughness 6 and I'm strength 6. And we're going to reroll 1s.
Tom's rerolling 1s.
Wow.
He's got 4 have come through. Oh,
there's a 1 there, sorry. Yeah. No, I rerolled that, didn't I? Yeah, 4. Just 4. -2.
-2. 5 pluses. Patreons. I can hear them shouting. Chris Heim, there he is. I turn to the Imperial friends now. I usually despise them because we have so much Xenos. Or I lean towards Xenos, but now I'm fighting for the Emperor. The Imperial Patronic Helpers are most useful. Damage?
So it's 2 dead. So 2 damage each.
2 damage each. Right, we'll take from the back, Tom. Yes, we will, because we shall survive. This is Chris Comiskey's squad you're up against here. So
then we're going to go with the next squad. And we're going to go with the Lacerators into the
Dreadnought,
Redemptor.
as you said, yes.
And then we're going to go with the other 2 into there. So 3, 6, 7. 3, 6,
I know. I should have saved some CP. Like, it's a bit early on in the game. Like, only in
It's so hard to come by now.
Only in death does duty end. Fight before you die.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good, but...
These are the Eviscerators into your... Aggressors, those things, yeah. 3s. If I can roll dice, it would be absolutely lovely.
Yep. Salt shaker.
Just not. Don't think I've got anything that allows me to. Right. 4s, rerolling 1s. Right. 4. 4 more.
There might be some new people tuning in wondering why we're putting salt on Tom's dice roll. So this was a gift from one of the Phoenix Lords. It's a salt pot shaker with tiny miniature.
I don't know why.
And they're actually made of salt, these things. They were formed by the Leagues of Votan in a salt mine, and they handcrafted them. Yes. And used paint chipped from Black Legion power armor to make the black dots. there for those. So that was Michael Fry sent that through. Whenever we sense the saltometer, but why would you, when we sense the salt coming, put more salt on? I don't know, it's a bit illogical, but anyway.
Yeah, you can never have enough salt, let's be honest.
Okay, that's a good point, Tom. So we're now looking
Only
for
4. That toughness 6 is massive.
Yeah, that's helpful. And you know what? I think these guys get it as well. The Inceptors, this Gravis stuff going on. Look, toughness 6 with them as well. Yeah, they're pretty cool.
That's huge.
-2.
Yes.
5s.
Yeah.
Right, call upon another Imperial friend. Hoping for something better. Nathan Paxton, Ultramarines player, fighting under the Ultramarines banner. What the?
2 more dead.
I haven't passed a single one. 2 more gone. Ouch and ouch. Chris Comiskey's squad is being decimated here. There's still 2 remain.
Right. Let's see if I can do anything with these lacerators, shall I?
Yeah. I've still got 2 left. It's not bad. See if the Dreadnought can survive. That'll give us a lot of hope.
Getting on 3s.
Don't often get to swing back against 8-bound because I usually die before we get a chance to.
Wounding on 4s.
Huge roll.
All of them.
Pass them all.
These are -2. So it's 4 up.
Damage.
3 damage each. So you just don't fail all of them.
Alright, I'm annoyed.
You'll be fine.
I'm annoyed. We're going to the Raycross dice. I've had enough. How many? 3? Can I use Xenos dice?
Nope.
Banned.
Never.
Come on, Ray.
Yeah, that's pretty...
That's pretty
spectacular.
pretty significant. Oh, hang on a second.
It's passed.
Yeah.
2 up safe.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. All right. So, yeah, well done. Oh, thanks, Ray. Cheers. Okay.
Right. Next up. World Eaters.
Whenever in the most dire of moments for Space Marines, there's always the Raycross dice. It just comes in at the right time. Salvaged the situation across here. It's kept that Dreadnought alive. Raycross and the Paint Lickers paint pot giving each other the high five. Keeping him alive. Well done.
Should have probably put them into the aggressors. Right. Cornate Eviscerators next. So 2 Cornate Eviscerators in here. 3 attacks each and then +1 for charge.
Right, this is the doomed meat shield across here. They're going to be in big trouble.
3s. What is your toughness, good sir?
Normal. Toughness 4.
So 2s. Rerolling 1s because of the bubble from the 8-bound.
Brilliant.
So that is 6 at -2.
Okay, we'll pick someone else. God, desperately calling upon Patronic helpers. There's Scott Castello. He's a Blood Angels player. That will do. We're looking for 6s.
-2.
Oh, 5.
So 5s.
All right, pass 1.
5 dead.
Oh.
2 damage each.
Okay, well that was efficient. So there you go. Well, have a little look at consolidation rules, right? I think Tom might want to push into the heavy intercessors.
Yeah.
They've gone very, very quickly indeed. These are fantastically painted, these models. These have been painted up by Siege Studios. They've done an absolutely brilliant job. I sent them some examples of Imperial Fists, some of my firstborn actually that I painted previously, and they matched up the colours excellently. So for the Imperial Fists, painted by Siege Studios, I think these have been painted at silver level. But you can get in contact with them for your own painted commission work. Link for them in the video description below. But they've done an excellent job on these Imperial Fists. So, but back to the display cabinet they go. It didn't last too long on the board. All right, so Tom's electing not to go in with the Khorne Berserkers. They've decided to halt, and that's because of the captain. This guy across here stands defiant. He would get to fight, and he is well equipped. He would use, it's the Gravis captain, it's not this configuration, but it's this stat line. He'd use the Mastercrafted power weapon, 6 attacks, 2 hit, strength 5 -2 and 2 damage. So Tom's elected not to go in, so that unit gets 3 attacks against him. So something else to point out, the captain as well. No CP, by the way, but we get to use a stratagem for 0 CP once per battle round. Very, very useful indeed.
Well, that is very useful.
It's exceptionally good. If you're going to run Space Marines, you've got to take a captain. That's fantastic. So bear that in mind. I could have used that for Armour of Contempt. Could have put onto the aggressors, for example. Reduce the AP by 1 for close combat attacks. Could have helped. Definitely could have helped a little bit. Okay, it's a learning curve for sure. But captain, in amongst a unit that you would have been happy to disrupt normally, but because there is that HQ choice buried in that unit, it all of a sudden can put the opponent off from going in against them. So something else to bear in mind as well. We're learning about these tactics. It's in game is where you really do learn how things work as the battle goes on.
And talking of the Redemptor, it's time to fight back.
Yes, time to swing. Okay, let's get someone that's really orky. Bjork the Zog Puncher. We shall use him for the Redemptor and the Fist. So, Redemptor Fist, 5 attacks, 3 hits, going to be 4 to hit. Bjork the Zog Puncher. So that damage is very, very significant. We'll look for 2s to wound.
Strength.
12.
Yeah, toughness 6.
2s to wound. Yeah, those two go through -2. -3, sorry.
It's 5 ups anyway, 5 up in ones.
Huge roll.
Nope, 2 dead. Splat.
Are you thinking stuff's a bit harder to kill across the board here? Usually you'd...
Well, AP's lower, isn't it?
Yes.
But I'll be honest, I thought I would have wiped them.
Yes.
But that was just my rolls. I think statistically normally
your rolls were not the best.
I don't think I could have done much more to this guy. The toughness being as high as it is now is...
Got to respect them dreadnoughts.
Yeah.
We've seen it in the previous game. That's them finished. Aggressors then. So we're going to get 3 attacks each. We'll give this a go. And again, we'll turn to a friend. I'm sure there's another orc player around here somewhere. Yeah, we'll turn to the Tyranids. Carl Roden. We'll use them now. So we're looking for force for hits here with the Power Fist, but if we can get these hits, they become twin linked, so they're rerolling our wounds. Okay, we get half of them coming through. We're looking for Restraint Fate.
3s.
3s to win. Rerollable. Twin linked. Nope. 2 go through. These are AP -2.
1 goes through.
2 damage. 2 wounds. Right, not enough to slay a model on that squad. And I think that's our close combat's done. Alright, so not too effective. Just the 2 aggressors remain. So morale used to be like at the end of the turn. It's now at the start of your command phase for Battle Shock. So we'll do that later on. So things sit as they are. There's no other combat to take place. I've got no kind of consolidations and so on to do. So we'll stop at this point. But there's been a bit of a showdown across here. Some interesting results taking place. Dreadnought survived. Aggressors have just about survived. Dreadnought swung back, crushed 2 of the 8 bounds. That's good work from him. A bit of a standoff across here. The meat shield was overwhelmed very, very swiftly indeed. 5 Marines slain. But then the advance was halted with a defiant captain underneath the Ultramarines banner saying to the Khorne Berserkers, "You shall not advance any further." So standoff taking place. What do we do?
I thought they were literally just eating the corpses of the other guys.
Okay. Tom taunts the Imperium as he should, as Chaos players should. Mike does the same, but we must be bold and resolute. And starting to talk.
I mean, your captain is bold.
So actually,
he is actually bold. So.
Yeah, you're right.
In fact, yeah, he's bold as well. I mean, there's a lot of them that are bold. Yeah, so you're right.
They are bold, bold men.
Yeah.
We'll finish the turn and we'll get ready to go on to the second turn. A lot has happened already in this battle. We'll go on to the second turn of the game coming up next. See if the Imperial Fists can get their revenge. Right, so turn 2. Start of the battle round. Tom's rolled up some dice here.
Yeah, the Blessings of Khorne again.
Yep.
And this time I've elected to have a 6 up, Feel No Pain.
Right.
And I'm going to go with Move, Advance and Charge again.
Okay. Your first turn, and for this battle, we're going to talk about the 10th edition, talk about the armies at the end of the game, see what our impressions are. I've played a game already. This is Tom's first game. First turn, first battle round of 10th. Tom, what do you reckon? It's all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Tom likes it.
It's different. You can tell it's going to be vehicle hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot more vehicles, I think, around. In previous editions, that Land Raider would be dead. In previous editions, that Dreadnought would be dead.
Yeah.
So they're definitely more survivable than they were.
So you
T6 on the Gravis is incredible.
you can't bring your 9th edition mindset across.
Yeah.
You have to adapt. This is different. This is different stuff going on. Okay, so that's been done. We've got a command phase to go through here. Some abilities to do. There's battle shocks to check for as well. Okay, so first of all is objectives. We control that one. We've lost that one across there. Heavy intercessors and captain is 5 points. 6, 7 for the aggressors, but Tom's got 3 of the corn berserkers, which are 2 each, and then plus these 3 models across here. So Tom controls the objectives. Quite straightforward to establish who is in charge, so we don't pick up the points for that. So mission success in that regard, close enough, but Tom did it, disrupted the objective and stopped us from picking up that point at the start of our turn. Then we busted morale battle shock onto the aggressors. I command re-rolled it. I wanted them fully available here because of tactical doctrine. I'm going to go into that. Fullback, shoot and charge, army wide, which is particularly good. I mean, Space Marines look, I think they're solid units, and tactics are strong.
Particularly weak about them at the minute.
If I'm battle shocked, I can still fall back, shoot and charge, but I have to take a desperate escape test. There's a chance I could be slain as we try and pull away from the 8-bound units. I'd rather just pull away without taking the risk of rolling poorly and losing more models. So just command reroll that. So I'm down to 0 CP, but remember we've got that captain who can be used to use a 0 CP. Hang on a second. 0 CP for a stratagem, right? So you've got only Endeavor's duty end, usually 2 CP. He could play that.
Oh, so it doesn't even say you get like 1 CP, it's just like 0.
No, 0 CP. Oh, that's good. The more we delve into this, the stronger Space Marines seem. So respectable enough. We'll go on to that. There's something else as well. Oath of Moment's been put onto these here at the back. Real hit rolls and wound rolls against the corn berserkers. So we're in the middle of movement here. A couple of things to point out. I rolled a -1 to hit rolls in the previous close combat with the Dreadnought. I'm sure some of you picked that up. Shouldn't have done, because you need to be on 4 wounds or less for the -1 to hit rolls. I'm on 6 wounds, so I should have hit at 3s. There was a 333, which we said missed, but it did actually hit. So Tom's graciously let that go through. Just to correct that one, all 3 wounds went through. Tom failed a couple of saves, so the last 8-bound model across there was slain. Dreadnought then, we've just stuck to the rest of the way things have been declared, so the Dreadnought's just moved around. And because of that move, Tom's now thinking about doing an overwatch, possibly with the las cannons on the land raider. He's going to say no? Okay, so all right. So it's an interesting option though, isn't it, for sure? I'd like to have that dynamic.
It would be, like, if I had reroll all hits and all wounds, then I would definitely do it. Okay. But I think it just doesn't offer enough. No,
not quite enough to do it.
And I would have only got
You would have got the hit,
and then
you would have got the wound, and I would have tried to save. It would have gone through. Just the 1 wound. All right. Okay, we'll carry on. We'll press on the rest of the move. All right, so the rest of the move's done for the Imperial Fists. So not moving with the heavy intercessors and captain. We're heavy weapons for a lot of these. With the unit, so we'll try and get the good ballistic skill with them. Aggressors are pulled back, ready to shoot and charge for tactical doctrine in play. Then we've pushed these to the ruin to see through and to shoot. Dreadnoughts round the corner, ready to charge. Bikers, we could have gone for the extra guaranteed 6-inch advance to push through in this direction. We've shifted them to here, poised to move out in different directions on subsequent turns, and just to unleash a bit of Dakar and a multi-melter here as well, maybe, to finish off the Land Raider perhaps. And then we've gone for a split here with the 2 deep striking squads of Inceptors, BPP Wargaming landing on this side of the board, and then Michael Fryer landing on the objective across the other side. And the idea is to reroll hits and wounds of these as we try and reduce this squad down that's on the objective. I don't think we'll wipe them out, but we try and whittle them down as much as possible and try and create a bit of a conundrum. Which way do they go? Do they stay where they are or try and go after one of these squads is the idea. So all our reserves are on. Imperial Fists have to fight away as hard as they can. We've got to be careful though. Tom's got 2 deep striking squads of 8-bound. They're vicious. There's not much we can do to stop them, so just need to plough on with the mission as best as we can. Shooting phase next. So I'm going to fire with the bikers here. We're going to go for the multi-melter shots into the Land Raider, see how we get on with that. And all the Dakar from the rest is going to go into the squad across here. Tom's still going to get his 3-up armor save, you reckon. 8 -1 on these, then negated by the cover. So it's going to be 3-up saves. So I see no reason. Well, we'll do the chaplain. It all counts as 1 unit apparently. So I'll put the chaplain in. It's the same stat line to hit. Yep, so it's twin bolt rifles. So 2 shots each. So it's going to be 8 shots in total. Looking for 3s. And that's it. Then we're looking for force to wound. Rerollable for twin linked.
I said earlier on that I didn't really like the rerollable twin link for wounds. I actually don't mind it.
It's not bad. It's all right. Yeah.
4?
Yeah, 4 at 3s to save. And we picked off one of them.
6 to ignore.
6 up for a paint, which has blocked. Well done. And just a 1 wound taken. It's immediately helped. So, Corn Berserker remains. We get to kill one of them. That's Lucas Brown's squad. Two shots from this, from the twin bolt rifles into the same target, and then the multi-mortar. Twin bolt rifle. 2 wounds. 3 ups. And 6 up for no pain. Nearly. All right,
now,
so.
Lucas.
What have I done? What are you rolling?
Blood surging into them.
They still get...
Yep.
Do they get that still?
Yeah.
Some things do remain the same from 9th edition. Oh, no. Oh, no.
It's a trap.
Oh, it is
That's
a trap.
why I didn't charge you.
Oh, that's insane. In they go. So you don't count as charging?
I don't count as charging.
Right.
And the glorious thing is...
Yes.
Although I don't think it makes any difference, is that Gut B and the Executioner gives them strikes first as well.
Fight first? Oh, no. Oh, my plan's just gone out the window. That's crazy. That's a built-in mechanism for them.
I think I just put the welded 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. Oh, no, sir. Yeah, it's built into the date sheet.
Very, very good. And that is just each time you take damage, or just once?
Yeah, each time I take a casualty.
Okay, so a squad of 10 blood surge all over the place.
Yeah.
Right, nasty stuff. All right, so that's that done. There's a few more twists to come as well. I don't think we can charge through here with the Dreadnought, or indeed the Bikers. We'll come to that in just a moment. We'll firepower across here. So we'll try and hit the Land Raiding in 3s with the ATV. Okay, so we get 1. 5s to wound. It's probably not going to happen. No, we've failed to wound. Okay, so that's firepower from those finished. Next up, the heavy intercessors do have pistols, so we'll fire with those. Squad of 5. In 3s. In 4s. A save to make. No minus on this one. And passed on a 6. Firepower from these was to go into them, but can't do it, so we're going to the Land Raider. Just on the off chance. Looking for 3s. Looking for 6s. And we get 1. -1.
Okay.
And passed. So we'll go with the aggressors next. 2 of them. They've fallen back, but with tactical doctrine they can shoot. So we'll go for the gauntlets first with these. The auto boltstorm gauntlets. Going into the 8-bound just ahead of them. Looking for 3s. And looking for
5s.
5s. Toughness 5. 2 saves.
An increase -1 because they're the closest.
Close quarters. Firepower. Yes, Tom. It is.
So -2 or -1?
Just a -1. No, they're just regular, yeah.
1, 3. So that kills them.
6 up, feel no pain.
6 up, feel no pain. So that still kills them.
Okay. Moving on. Next up is the Fragstorm grenade launchers. Blast weapon, 3d6 shots. Terrible. 3s. And nothing from them. So that's their firepower done. So there is a possibility that we could try and help at least. I know Tom's going to get fights first here, but we're going to try and clear a way to help with the Dreadnought and the aggressors. So we're going to try and clear these 2 out of the way. So we'll go with the Dreadnought. It's going to offload everything into the 8-bound is the plan. So we shall go for Maxfield Knuckles. We'll fire the main gun first.
I mean, it makes sense that the Dreadnought has got really big knuckles.
Yeah, exactly right. On one hand. Number of shots. 2. We'll try and hit on 3s. Maxfield Knuckles. 2 hits do come through. 2 to wound. They do go through. Saves.
1 save passed.
All right, 3 damage comes through. Feel no pain. Tom will be happy if he gets a 6. No.
Nope.
Okay, so 1 model slain. Part of the way there. We'll go for D3 shots now. Just the one. Give her a 3. Failed. We'll go the onslaught here. Again, useful enough if we can get the hits. 3s. 6s are great. 5s to wound. Yeah, a mortal wound comes through. Devastating wounds. And a save of AP -1.
Save of AP -1. Saved.
Okay. Then Fragstorm. 1 shot. Hits. Fails to wound. Rerollable. Yep, 1 wound comes through. No minus. Normal save.
Lost.
Okay, and that's the firepower from that Dreadnought done. Alright, so Dreadnought, I was going to elect to go across here, but I can't see. This is obscuring terrain, so we cannot see through. We're pretty sure on the rules that I can't charge. Do correct us if we're wrong. I'm happy enough to play it that we can't. Because of what it says here on Ruins. Now, this could be wrong, so do let us know. All the other terrain pieces, such as woods, for example, movement is just move over the terrain, that's it. So, your vehicles can move through this and so on. But for Ruins, they're different. It says here movement, infantry and beast models can move through this terrain feature. So I'm presuming that excludes other types, such as mounted and vehicle. And then infantry, beasts and flyer can go up to different levels and so on, and just talks about the details of that just there. So you reckon Ruins are restrictive on certain types of units going through. It would be chaos in the game if you said, I'm going to try and push the Land Raider through this and so on. It's not going to work out very well indeed. So I'll presume that we cannot go through this ruin. I'm happy enough to play it that way. If it's incorrect, do let us know. So
it's a learning curve.
It's a learning curve, and we're going to try and shoot around the corner here into them, which I can. I've got an angle to do it just about with the Dreadnoughts. We're going to unleash into the Land Raider. And we shall commit to another friend and go for Blood Angels Ryan for this one. Number of shots on the main gun. Please get higher than a 2. Okay, 3s.
How many dice did you just roll?
2.
Don't you get D6 +1?
Oh. Well, I do, Tom. That's very kind of you. Thank you. And I missed.
So you're right.
And I rolled hazardous just now, I have to remember. Oh, and by the way, rolled hazardous across there and failed as well. So took 3 mortal wounds. So I'm going to try and wound on a 5+. Yeah, we do. AP -4.
Yeah. 6.
Yo.
How many damage?
3.
So
feel no pain.
Double 6.
Double 6 to stay alive, yeah.
No.
And does she pop? Deadly Demise.
Deadly Demise.
It's just a 6. I think it's a universal rule now.
No.
Alright, she's gone. Land Raider's destroyed.
Bye, longbow.
Okay. Done its job though. Delivered its cargo. But finally removed from play. And the rest of the firepower is declared into that target, so that's that resolved. So firepower all across here, done. So, we come to something interesting. Oath of Moment's been played. Reroll hit rolls and wound rolls. It's a debut shooting for the Inceptor squads. I quite like them. And it's Assault Bolters. Then they get less shots than what they used to. So they're only 3 shots each now. But they are twin linked, so rerolling hit wound rolls, but we're getting that anyway for Oath of Moment. Now what's interesting with these is they are sustained hits too. So 6s will pop 2 bonus hits coming through. I'm going to fire with the other squad, the Michael Fryer squad across the other side. They've got a tighter angle. So we'll go over them first of all. Tom's unit is mixed up here in the terrain, so you can pick which models either side to take cover, because we are coming through at AP -1. So, we will fish for 6s, I think, which there are none. And I'm going to re-roll. I'll try and keep it reliable. I'm going to re-roll the fails. We'll keep the ones that have passed. Wow, okay. So we're off to a pretty good start. So they all hit and then we pop 2 extras like so. I'm going to try and win. These coming through at strength 5. 3's to win. And re-rollable. They've all winded. Now, Tom, there's something else I didn't say. Damage 2. They're pretty brutal. So they kind of their firepower's been cut in half.
If you didn't have Oath of Moment again, though, then
horrific.
They would have done absolutely nothing.
Terrible. Yeah. Oath of Moment's massive.
Yeah. So how many is that?
11. So I think we're going to go one at a time. Well, now you can do 6 across here to gain your cover.
You're shooting from here, right?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, other way around. So say these 3.
So
3 at 3s.
2 dead.
Okay, and 1 more
Oh
dice.
no, not 2 dead. So 6s and 6s. So 1 dead.
Yeah, gotcha. Yeah.
And then roll a save on him. Passed.
Continues to
Roll
pass.
a save on him.
Yeah, Tom's
passed.
got this.
Roll a save on him. Passed. Roll a save on him. Passed. So how many was it in total?
11.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Doing well.
I've lost 2 though, haven't I? 8, 9. So 2 more to go. Passed. And passed. So 2 dead.
Okay.
And then I get to surge.
Oh.
And I surge 5. So hopefully that'll take me out of range of your 18.
Oh, strange stuff.
It will take me off the objective though.
Yes. And you're going to head the other way. Well, this is all different. I would say learning curve for sure. Off they go. Our firepower drove them away. That's the weird.
I know, like, the problem is if I run that way.
Yeah, think about this one. I see your tactic to avoid...
Oh no, I don't have a choice. I have to blood surge.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I don't have a choice. So
All right.
So that's the negative of it. Like I can't not do it. So
And you have complete autonomy as to where you go.
no, I have to run towards the nearest enemy.
Oh, weird.
Ooh, which is I'm pretty sure it would have been them, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Okay.
But that takes me out of 18.
Whoa, how interesting. Yeah, okay. So off they go. 8 of them move away. They've been moved off an objective, so tactically pretty good. But I would rather have got the shots off against them. So that's an interesting move. But that's not Tom's choice. He has to respond that way.
Yeah,
so.
that's the negative of that ability is I can't pick and choose whether I can do it or not.
And a little bit disconcerting if you are trying to use that unit to hold an objective, because you can just get them dragged away.
Yeah. You used to be able to have an ability with your icon that you would counter still. Oh no, if you were in the middle of like doing an action, then it would have still taken place. But yeah, that's a problem for using combo berserkers to hold objectives.
Yeah, okay. All right, so that means firepower negated here.
But at least they live to fight another day. And
yeah, okay. Shooting phase finished. We've gone to charges next. All right, so charges taking place, all gone according to plan. Dreadnought's gone in. See if we can zoom in here so you can see. So Dreadnought's gone in to that combat there. He's charged both the Corn Berserkers and the 8-bound and the 2 aggressors, going in against the 8-bound model as well. So we'll calculate who gets to fight first next. Right, so thinking about this combat. So situations to explain to you the way this works. Fights first because we charged. Fights first because we charged. Tom has an ability conferred to the unit and the character within it that gets the fights first ability. So we've got 3 units that have fights first. I've got 2, Tom's got 1. The rules say they've really ironed this out here. So it's the first unit with fights first ability is the player whose turn it's not. So it means that Tom gets to pick a fights first unit, which will be the Corn Berserkers. So they're going to get to go first. I love the way Games Workshop just ironed that out with their universal special rules, because it was a little bit of a headache of the previous edition, but that's gone now and it's worked out. It's excellent now. It's streamlined brilliantly. So where do they swing?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these 2 Corn Berserkers and the Executioner into him. Mm-hmm. Reason being, you're now below half strength.
Yes. And
because I have an 8-bound there, I'm re-rolling all wounds against you. So hopefully I can kill him. And then I'll put everyone else into
the intercessors. Okay.
I think. Although, I would be re-rolling all hits and wounds against your character.
Yes.
Which is... But you're on a 2-up save.
And a 5-up for no pain as well.
How many wounds are you?
6 probably. The Captain and Gravis. Yeah, 6 wounds. Toughness 6.
Toughness 6.
Yeah, 2-up save, 4-up in 1.
Right, so... But you would have to... So in this scenario now, can I pick to fight him, or do I fight the unit?
Yeah, you fight the unit unless you have the precision ability, which you get through to the captain. And you need to check any other abilities you have as well. That might
I do
help you
not
out.
think... What gives me precision?
It'll be there on your... Probably on your attacks for your weapon profile.
Attacks. Yes, devastating wounds and precision.
Yes, so that means it can go after characters. And I'm going to check the rules here. Whether you just roll straight after the character, or whether you need 6s to try and wheedle him out. We'll check this one. Right, Tom's declared. There's a couple of things to clarify. This is where we're getting a little bit technical here, but I think we've got this right. So Tom's declared all of his attacks. 2 Khorne Berserkers here, and he's in base contact the character with him, so he can fight as well. And he is going to put his attacks into the Redemptor Dreadnought, so to try and bring him down. So precision attacks means that you roll to hit against the target, you roll to wound against the target, and then when it comes to allocation, instead of me allocating, which I would put onto normal models, the opponent gets to allocate them, so you can go after characters and so on to try and get them out of units to assassinate them whilst the bodyguard unit's still alive. So that's the way that works. But Tom still wants to go after the Dreadnought. So that's all been declared and finalised. I will then use my captain's once per turn 0 CP thing and play only Endeavour's duty end on the Dreadnought. So if it is slain, I'll fight before I'm removed from play, is the idea. Yeah, so stratagems now is sort of universal. It's not like this. You can use this on a character, use it on a vehicle.
Core's not a thing anymore, and
it's just to play on anybody.
Right, so I'll just go with the Master of Executions into
Dreadnought.
Dreadnought. So this has got devastating wounds as well.
Mortals, nice.
Mortals.
So that will be when you come to wound.
On wounding. So 5 so far.
Okay.
I am strength 8, your toughness 10, so I need 5s.
Yeah. 6s are really good.
There's 3 6s, so it's dead.
Yeah, because 3 more wounds, nothing I can do. Yeah, so it is destroyed.
And then I would have re-rolled the 1s and got another 6 and a 5.
He's dead. He's gone. I'm glad I played that strategy. Okay, so I think I've got Resolve Deadly Demise first of all. Nope. And then I'm just
I'll attack with the rest of mine and then you attack with yours?
Yes. Because it comes to the remove model from play thing. I'll check the wording of this. What point? I just want to know what point I attack. Do I immediately do it now? Is it resolved straight away like an explosion, or does Tom get to make all of his attacks? That's fine. The model just going to sit there until the end of the phase, and then I'm going to get to fight. So Tom's going to get to swing with everything. All good.
So these are the Khorne Eviscerators.
Yes.
So we are hitting on 3s.
These are from the couple of models here.
Yep,
Gotcha.
2 models in there. And we are wounded on 3s because we are strength 9. So re-rolling 1s because of the 8 bound.
Yeah.
So 4 minus 2.
There's a little rule here. Unyielding in the face of the foe. Whilst this unit is in range of an objective marker you control, each time attack with a damage characteristic of 1.
It's 2.
Oh, it's allocated to a model in this unit at one time. I'm saying bros. Okay, good for you, Tom. We don't get it. 3 up armor save. AP minus
2.
5 ups. I need help. I'm running out of friends. Nicholas Lucas, Grey Knights, Admech, Imperial. 5s. Come on, there's 1.
So 1 dead and 2 damage treatment.
Yep, okay, yeah, 3 wound models. Glad they're 3 wounds. I'll take this guy at the back. This is Ray Cross's squad. I'll put 2 wounds onto him. Onto this model just here, the one that's reloading his gun. Okay.
And then we'll go all of the normal Berserker Chain Axes. These are only 1 damage, so you will get your +1 to the save
Buff,
for this.
yeah. Okay. Lots of attacks. These are Nate Miller attacks here. Tom's chosen to go for him.
I'll take that red one out and put that on.
Nate Miller as well is Tau, Farsight, Necrons, Tyranids, and Thousand Suns. So happy enough to aid Chaos.
I need 5s because you're T6 and I'm strength 5, so that helps you.
Yeah.
2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? And Gron.
8, did you say?
8, yes.
AP minus?
1. So you're on 3 up saves.
Oh dear. No, not allowed. Oh no, Xenos dies. Oh, you're never around when I need you. 3, they're 1 damage each, please.
Yeah.
Okay, right. Ouch. Right. So he's gone. He's gone. And then 2 wounds on another. That squad's been hit real hard now. Again, look at these models. They're so cool. And I think they've got their uses. They're not bad. They're not bad. Okay. That's the unit finished. Right. Okay. So I'll pick a unit. The fight's first unit. So
no, you need to use your dread.
Dread, yeah. Well, end of the phase, really.
Oh, is it end of phase? Oh,
yes,
right, okay.
Yes. So I'll do the aggressors.
Okay, cool.
And I'll do their 6 attacks on the charge. Looking for 4s. And again, we'll commit this to some helper. Oh, we'll double stack the double Comiskey attack here. So Chris Comiskey.
The Comiskey combo.
Ooh, it's worked. It's worked. We're looking for 3s to wound. Hull facing 6. Yeah, they've all made it through. AP -2. We've done our bit. Tom's block 2.
They are 2 damage each.
They are.
2 damage each, are they?
Yes.
I'm tempted to.
He's already on a wound, Tom.
I know, but I've got 6 up.
Feel no pain, right? You could.
So
maybe
I mean, it would be a lot of. It would be a 5 up followed by
A6 on 2 dice.
Yeah. What else do I need CP for? I'm gonna do it just for the fun.
5+.
No.
£8 gone. Okay.
Let me out.
Okay, gone. I'll take that one away. Alright, done. Target removed from play. We've pushed into close combat there against the Khorne Berserkers, just to touch into those. So next up is the Dreadnought. Okay, so target destroyed across here. We're just checking the wording for only deaths of duty, and really the Dreadnought should have attacked before this was resolved across here. It should be once the attacks are finished for that target. So we'll do it now. It's not going to make too much difference without sync, but we're both happy enough to carry on. So Dreadnought needing 4s then into the Khorne Berserkers. Okay, and then it's going to need 2s. And there's not much we can do about that one. So we're looking at a B-3 to slay Marines. Blocked 1 in defiance. Well done.
Block 2. Oh no, is it AB -3 or AB -2?
-3.
-3?
Yeah, Redemptive Fist. No, it's -2. Well done.
Sorry. And then just 1/6 would be lovely. No, so 1 guided.
Yeah, just the 1. I was going to say was only in death as duty and worth it, but we didn't pay for it. Got it for free. So target removed. That's the paint lickers paint pot removed from play. Okay, so there's still a lot of Khorne Berserkers in play at the moment. We'll go on to the next combat, which will be our stationary unit that didn't charge. We'll do them. So we'll fight with the captain first of all. Come on, captain. And now or never with him. Mastercrafted power weapons, 6 attacks. And we'll turn to Martin. He's World Eaters. We'll save him for Tom. Oh, he's Salamanders. We'll take him.
What?
You'll need him. Help 2s. Let's do 1. Toughness 4. Strength 5.
5 probably, yeah.
Yeah, 3's to win. Alright, 3 saves. -2. 5s. Blocked 1. And then paired up 6s to block. Okay, 6 up in a pain has been useful enough. That one goes through. That one goes through. Alright, so 2 more slain. Okay, still a potent enough unit. But Tom will take 2 more of those away. And then heavy intercessors, they're not going to do much good here. We're looking at 3 attacks each with their close combat weapons. In 3s. We're not codex flicking, are we, Tom? We're just referencing.
Yeah, just.
It's such a pleasant experience. And then we're looking for forced wind. Yep, 2. 2 saves, normal. Stabbing with knives.
1
no wind goes through. 6
1
up to
damage?
ignore. Yeah, 1 damage.
1
Yep,
damage.
combat knife. Makes its mark. Causes wind. Okay. Okay, so combat's resolved. A lot of stuff's died, but this really has not been resolved across here. And I would say maybe, Tom, you could be on that objective. Not sure.
I don't know. Because these are 2 each.
Yeah.
So you've got 5, 6, 7.
Yes.
And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I think I do have it. 7, 8, 9.
Got it.
Yep.
Yeah. Cool. Didn't kill enough of them. Corn Berserkers maintain control of that objective, but they're off this one across here. It's all swings and roundabouts in this battle. So turn comes to an end. It's looking a bit thin on the ground for the World Eaters, but they've got these 2 deep strike units that really could shake things up. So the battle's not over at this stage. We shall move on to turn 2 for the World Eaters. I don't think there's anything else to resolve really. No, we'll just flow straight into turn 2 for them. Next. Alright, so we're on turn 2 for the World Eaters. Picked up a victory point for control of that objective across there. Tom's got options here. These 2 units are... Well, this unit's in combat, right? This unit's free to move. And then Tom's got the 2 deep strike units, which he says is a bit, I'd say nervous about, but it's risky with them. They've got to try and make their deep strike charge. If you enjoy our games and you want to see more content from the channel and help support the channel, then you can join us on YouTube channel memberships. Easily done. Link for that in the video description below. Or you can go to the channel homepage and hit the join button. So the most popular is Aspect Warrior level. That means you get access over onto our Discord community, so you can join us there. You get loyalty badges in the comments section. Whenever you see the little scorpion icon, it's different shades, different colours in the comment section. That's channel members. And then it unlocks all the bonus content that we have on the channel as well, including battle reports. So it just means you can help support the channel, and then in return there are some perks. So that's Aspect Warrior level, and there's higher levels after that. You can go to Exarch level, that'll get your name into the end credits. Alt-Arch level, which will get your model allocation. There's a couple of them on the board here at the moment. And then we have the top level, which is the Phoenix Lords. You can join us on the WhatsApp group with myself, Tom, Mike and James, and all the Phoenix Lords. There's other perks as well that we reveal to you. There's unit allocation as well, so you take command of entire units for games, as you see on the board. So we'll let Tom make his moves. I think it's obvious they were going to go that way. There's an objective to fight over in that corner. Surely stay in combat, Tom, across here. Not going to pull back from this one. Quite a fight, though, taking place. Heaps of bodies here as the Space Marines have refused to yield, and the Corn Berserkers continuing to fight on despite the loss of other units. We've lost a Dreadnought, we still retain this one across here. Alright, so movement's done. Maintaining close combat. Shifting across to go after the Inceptors with their failed ambush. Then deep striking at 8-bound landing here to join the fight for this objective. And then deep striking 8-bound landing across here to go after this objective. So Tom's going for the mega disruption here for the Imperial Fists. So all of a sudden, if this goes well, Tom could swing the game.
It's only if the charges go well.
If the charges
if
go.
Not, I could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, okay. So movement's done. Shooting phase next. Anything?
Bolt pistols.
Go ahead.
Fives. 1. Try for me. No AP.
Passed.
Oh
yeah, bolt pistols in close combat. Yeah, okay, there's a bit of pistol fire today. Pushed on resolve the rest of the pistol fire. Probably pretty good actually. Just the heavy bolter man left from the heavy intercessor squad. Sergeant died. That was plasma pistols overcharging. Tom passing hazardous tests. Wounds coming through. And the bolt pistol found its mark. Rolled a 1 for a save as well. So That means Ray Cross's squad is down to just the Marine with the heavy bolter, just standing behind the captain. That's it, but hasn't quite got through to the captain yet. And shooting finished. There was firepower across the other side, no impact against the heavy, the Inceptors across there. Okay, so we're on to charges next. I think we might capture this on camera.
Yes, the artist formerly known as Vij, because he's Orcs, is going to assist me with the first charge. And that is this one here.
Right. Now, to reach the barricade to fight across the other side, Tom can do that. Sorry, so you can just see across there. Tom's total distance needs to be within 2 inches of me, which he can do. I'm within an inch of the barricade, so that's all fine. So 7-inch charge. Are you going to try and stretch to a 9?
No.
No. 7 inches, please. The artist forming on a Vij says 8, which is more your number. And in they go. Oh, blast. Oh, no. I hate 8 pound.
It's okay, they're not 8 pound, they're exalted.
Okay.
So they're nicer.
Nicer.
These guys are going to charge in there.
Yep. Yeah, I'm going to do it across here. I'm going to Overwatch for a CP. So spent them quick enough. Looking for 6s. I'll fish again because it's last until my command phase, the oath of moment. Yo. Right, now this is...
Oath of moment is the new Wraith Knight!
Oh boy. I think it's like that, Tom. 8 bonus hits.
Whatever you say.
No. Let's do it right. Because
I think you've got it right.
Yeah, sustained hits too.
Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And it's because of Oath of Moment. It's crazy. Right, we'll try and wound on 3s. That's just come out of nothing. 10 saves. 5+.
5+.
Minus
-1.
1.
4+.
Yeah, gotcha. Sorry. Carry on.
Lucas.
It's my mistake.
Oh, these are 2 damage each, aren't they?
They are.
Luckily, you only kill 4.
Okay. Feel no pain on you now? Feel no pain 6s?
Yes. Luckily, you don't kill 4.
Okay.
So...
Pair them up. Times 4. No, they're single. No, they're paired. They are pairs.
Oh, they are paired, yes,
yeah,
of course.
Yeah, need to...
First one is fine.
Typical.
Second one is now dead.
Yeah.
So I've lost 1.
And the
Dead.
last one, yeah. Oh, I kept him alive. Well done, well done. So one more slain and a wound on another. Okay.
Yeah, 6 up from the pains happen.
Army wide, brilliant. No, very, very good. Okay, so they'll go in. I can't stop them.
Thank you. It's very kind.
There we go. So you roll your charge, in you go. You have to, if you can get into base contact, you must, which Tom can do with ease. In they go. All right, so they're in. Squads of 10. This takes a fair bit of effort to bring them down.
Right. Yes.
This is a straight 9-inch charge. This is the toughest charge of all.
Or is it? Michael German. He is Chaos Space Marines.
That'll do. Needing a 9. Straight up 9-inch charge. Tom will be happy if this goes ahead.
What?
9.
A buffoon.
That Tom's saying he used his CP earlier for a plasma reroll when he should have saved it for a charge reroll.
No. Right. So, who are we going for here? I was tempted to go for the disruption.
Oh, you don't have to go for the right. So Tom set himself up within range of either target. Could go after the bikers. Could go after the intercessors to go after the objective.
Yeah.
Tactically, it's the objective. Chopping up wires, it's the bikers.
It's the bikers, isn't it? Yeah. So I think I will go for the bikers because we're corn.
Whoa. Aggression. No, 10-inch. Oh, no. Right, Amy Ammo squad headed up by Midnight Miniatures, and they're going to plunge into the Vagabond Bikers. And buried in amongst them is Peter Grant, the chaplain.
Right, so he's just in this squad.
Yeah, they're all together, even the ATV, they're all lumped together as one. It'll be an interesting combat, that one. Tom says this is going to hurt. We'll see if he can, see how far he gets through.
Well, it all depends if I can roll dice, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. No CP to interrupt.
No, it's 4 combats across the board here. This is choppy stuff going on. No CP to interrupt, correct?
So I will just kick off with these guys.
Going in against the aggressors.
And this may tickle.
Now, the captain does have the once per bat around 0 CP. I've used it up, though, so sadly we don't have anything to call upon here to help us out. These aggressors should go. Heavy chain glaive first.
So it's 8 attacks plus 1 for charge, 9 attacks, strength 8 plus 1 for charge, strength 9. And we're hitting on 2s.
Who's in command of your squad?
This is going to be... Oh, come back. Who is in command of that squad? Amy Almo's over there.
Yeah.
Longbow's died. Nate's died. Daniel Cunningham.
Aha.
Sorry, Daniel. Hiding. So we are going to go with Andrea Stewart, because he's orcs.
Ah.
And we're going to go with 2s. And then...
Your toughness 6.
I'm strength 9, so 3s. Not amazing.
5.
5 at minus 3.
No.
1 damage each.
All right. 3 wounds, model slain.
And then the chain fists.
Oh, no.
3s. Luckily for you, these are strength 14.
That's a joke.
No. It is a joke, actually. They're strength 15 on the charge.
2's to wound.
And luckily for you, they're minus 3.
6 is to block. Yes, the Comiskey squad's gone. They were caught out. They were doing okay, perhaps celebrating on the objective, but then they were assaulted in the most vicious manner by the 8-pound Exalted. Well done. So clearing the aggressors out of the way. Attacks across here. There's lots of wounds for me to try and absorb. Tom says that's not going to be too much of a problem. So do your best.
Right, so 3s to hit.
This is with
These are chain fists.
chain fists.
6s don't mean anything.
What damage are these
2s. These are damage 3. Strength 15. So that's 4 at minus 3.
Okay.
How many damage did I just say it was?
Damage 3?
No, it's damage 2, sorry.
Damage 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to try and block. We'll put them onto the ATV model. Try and absorb. No, we'll put them onto bikers, the regular bikers. Looking for 6s. And we failed them all. Damage 2 each time. Alright, so it's going to kill 2 bikers. So they're gone. So Chaplain's abilities are really good. I haven't used them. Well, we might get to use them if you survive. Whilst I'm leading the unit, add 1 to the wound roll.
Look, the Chaplain will still be alive.
But then I'll tell you something else, Tom. This is a bit of a conundrum. Whilst this model's leading a unit, each time model that unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the wound roll. If you wipe out my unit, I don't get the +1. Then Catechism of Fire is really cool as well. You can go for devastating wounds of firepower, but it's within 12 inches, so it's not relevant for what we're doing at the moment. But the Chaplain looks pretty good.
This is Midnight. What could Midnight do? 3s. You can do quite a lot. 5s. No 2s. But these count as twin linked because I have 2. So 2s. So that's 5 at minus 3.
5 at minus 3. And damage?
2 damage each.
Okay, so looking for 6s. I'll allocate 4 of them onto the ATV next. I'll allocate 2 onto the... So you got more attacks to come?
Nope.
2 onto the biker sergeant. He dies. And then 3 onto the ATV, looking for 6s. None. He takes 6 wounds, 2 left. So I've elected to kill the bikers. I think we've done this right, and then I've allocated onto him finally, just about keeping the ATV alive. So that's him finished. Cross here, so we'll go on to the next unit.
Chain blades into these guys. So hit on 3s. Strength 9 on the charge.
Very
so that is
5. Minus...
these are minus 2, I believe. Yep, minus 2.
Okay. Michael Fryer, of course. Certainly call upon him now. Is that his unit?
Yes, it is, yeah. Michael Fryer the Flyers. 2 damage each.
2 slain. Ouch. Ouch, ouch, ouch.
And then 1.
God, we had that attack so well coordinated. Oh, didn't work out.
2, 3, 4, and then 1 each. Extra. So this is their normal chain blades.
Looking for 3s. No, we're going to go. We're going to stand a chance. Well, World Eaters, they're still good at chopping. That's for sure.
Good enough, though. You're going to survive.
Yeah.
What's your toughness?
6.
Yeah, you're going to survive. Because you're T6.
Wow.
Unless you fail those, so they're only -1 there.
We'll be fine. Oh, we blocked 2.
Yeah.
Wow, 1 wound left.
1 wound taken.
Sorry, 1 wound taken, yeah,
So
blocked
1
and 2
damage,
6s. Yeah, okay, so we've kept a model alive, but it's a precarious enough situation. Those 2 models are slain. So the Michael Fryer squad barely remains alive, but still available.
Right. Now, this situation.
Yeah.
You have fights first?
No, so both... No, I don't. So you've
do.
got fight. So you will fight first.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So it hasn't messed anything up. You've done your charging units. They've all got fights first. That's absolutely fine. So you're just going to work your way through all your fights first units, which will now go on to those across there. Yeah. If Tom didn't have fights first, we go on to normal combats, then I would have actually gone first there because it's the player whose turn it's not. But Tom has the fights first ability, which we're starting to see how exceptionally useful that is. Tom can now swing with both the character and the Corn Berserkers. That's huge here for this battle. That's very, very good.
So I'll go with the double-handed again.
Okay.
There was no charge, and I wasn't charged. You didn't charge me.
Okay.
So only normal strength. That actually means only normal attacks as well. I don't get +1 attack.
Okay.
So we're
just going to remove the smoke so we can see it.
Strength 8 still though, so 3s. 1.
Okay. Could be enough. Minus
-2.
5+ for the Raycross Marine. He'll sell his life dearly.
He did.
He did.
He did. And then 1, 2.
You're down to the captain now, Tom.
3, 4, 2, 1, 2, 3.
2 up save. 5+ for no pain. For the captain. Can the captain survive this?
The 2 up saves handy.
Yeah. Toughness 6.
4.
Yeah.
4 at -1 to start with.
4 3-ups. Oh. Damage 1.
Yep.
5 up for no pain. No, 2 wounds taken. Oh, I'd rather not. But those go through, so well done.
And then up steps Gutby. Time to do some gutting. So
Suits him well, that name.
hit on 2s. Perfect. Wounding on 2s. No, not wounding on 2s. Wounding on 3s, sorry.
Big roll, Tom.
And devastating wounds.
6 is amazing.
But, what do I do here? Because I can re-roll all wounds.
Fish for mortals.
Yeah. Or do I... What's your save?
2 up.
No, I'm just going to re-roll the 2.
Just the 1, yeah.
So 4 and Immortal.
How many damage are these?
These are 2 damage each.
Yep.
-2 AP.
Minus 2 AP. So 3 invulnerable saves of 4+. Yeah, so I've got 3 4+ invulnerable saves to make. There's 2 mortal wounds have gone through as well, which I'll roll up, feel no pain in just a moment. This roll's huge. Huge. There's 5 Patreons left. And we'll turn in desperation to Dave Humphries. He's a Grey Knight player. We block 2. So I've taken a total of 4.
Yeah, and you've already taken 2.
I've already taken 2.
You got 5 up there.
I've got 5+ feel no pain, thankfully.
1 5 in your...
We're okay, yeah.
Staying alive.
I'd say so. Past 3.
Yeah, very good.
Another wound taken. Half dead, but Artificer Armour kicking in and helping out. So, really starting to like captains for Space Marines. You want a good, solid captain for your Space Marine army for sure. The one that Siege Studios have is this one here, hopefully, to be another captain. So there'll be like 3 captain options for the Imperial Fists, but that's fine. It's great flexibility.
Is he bold as well?
Yes, Tom. They're all there's something serious here going on. They're all bold, but I've actually requested that because when they build the model for you, you can give them instructions, and I said to put the helmet on.
All right. Keep his head warm.
That's right. We're trying to hit on 2s. Okay, I'm doing it right. 6 attacks. Yeah, mastercrafted power weapon. Priest wound.
That is the strangest dice I've ever seen. If it's a 6 or a 3,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, so you're fine.
4.
-2. So fail 3. 1 damage, 2 damage.
2 damage.
2 damage. Right. So
paired up.
Number 1. Number 2.
He's doing all right, Captain.
Number 3.
Good for you, Captain. Good for you. 3. He's like the last man in yellow standing.
1.
There he is.
3.
He's not the last man in yellow standing. Frank, are you ever going to get involved? It's now or never.
You got this, boss.
Okay.
Oh, boy. Oh dear.
Right,
that is all my attacks done.
Yeah, it's one of those vicious fights I've seen. It's this big banner across here. It's just attracted a lot of attention from both sides. So, we'll fight back across here and across the other side. Fighting with the Chaplain, Chaplain Grant. We've spun him around. He gets 5 attacks. We have Honour Vehement, so we get an extra attack as well. And not an Assault Doctrine, so it would have been an extra 2 attacks. So a +1 strength as well. And notice something, Tom. Look at the stat line. There it is. There's my relic. That's what it does. Thanks very much.
It's not
just like
oh, you get +2 for charging because you're a bike, and then +1 because you're a Space Marine, and +1 because you're a White Scar, and +1 because...
Because a lot of people grumbling about 10th. I not say a lot of people, but there is always the element of people grumbling. But so far, it's going to be like hiccups and mistakes. Like you always get that with new stuff coming out. But so far, the way the game plays and the ease of playing,
it's playing a little bit quicker, which will probably make the battle reps
smoother.
Also smoother, but easier to sit and digest because they're not going to be potentially as long as some as the other ones could have been.
Yeah.
So it'll be
perhaps this video might be a bit longer because we're doing a lot of chat and stuff about as the game rolls out and unfolds. There's a lot of new stuff happening here. So we're going to go with 2s, and then we're going to go with 3s. Strength 7 in total. Oh, Chaplain, no. 2, you've made it through. AP -1.
AP -1. Glorious.
Yeah.
4s. Failed 1.
2 damage.
2 damage. 5 up, feel no pain on these. So I've got a 6 up, feel no pain normally. And then the Wrathful Devotion adds +1 to that. So 2 damage taken.
Yeah, no one slain. Just checking the footage there. I thought it was 2s. We've rolled with the fouled wounds, but it was 1s, annoyingly. We're on +1 to the wound roll, you see, for Listening of Hate, which is exceptionally useful. Didn't help us this time. So go on to the ATV next. That gets, with its close combat weapon, 5 attacks, would you believe? Looking for 3s. Okay. We'll be coming in at strength 5.
So you'll be needing 5s going down to 4s.
No, we're strength 4 actually, sorry. So
still 5s going to 4s.
1.
Failed. 1 damage.
Oh, might run one
5
over.
up. Oh, 1 dead.
Got him. All right. Okay, so 1 model slain. Glad to see him go. Okay, so just the Marine across the other side to resolve. So rest of the combat's resolved as the Sergeant across the other side. Did cause a wound, not enough to kill a model. So that's the turn finished. It's 1 point each at this stage. We'll head on to the middle stage of the battle, turn 3. So much has happened already. Tom got stuck in straight away. It's very aggressively with the World Eaters. And then just counter-attacking very quickly in other areas of the board. Charges have gone ahead as well for Tom's deep striking units, so much has happened already. The battle's not won or lost either way. Both sides taking heavy casualties. I'd say the game would be in Tom's favour a little bit more. We've got a Dreadnought here that's undamaged though, so there's still hope for the Space Marines. We'll go on to their third turn next. Alright, so we've done command phase and movement phase here for the Space Marines. So we oath of moment on these. 3 hits and wounds against them. We've gone into Assault Doctrine. So we've moved off of it, done a swap. So intercessors have moved across. We're going to try and use our reroll hit rolls for combat and for shooting, try and grind away at these. So we rolled a move 6 and a roll 3 for an advance. So they've pushed forwards, try and make sure that charge goes ahead. Pulled back out of close combat, used our command point generator. It shows the flexibility of Space Marines. We've gone for adaptive strategy. So we can select a doctrine that's already been used. Just read this out here, make sure we've got it right. Select the Devastator Doctrine, Tactical Doctrine, Assault Doctrine. So we've gone for Tactical. To the start of the next command phase, the Combat Doctrine is active for that unit instead of any other Combat Doctrine for your army, even if you have already selected that doctrine in this battle, which we've done. So we've gone into Tactical, fall back, shoot and charge with these. Quite amazing flexibility, moving around here, getting ready to shoot and charge with those. Then a 5-inch advance made for the Inceptors. They've gone onto the objective. 1 point picked up for objectives, by the way, for this one, with the Dreadnought shifting 8 inches to its left to fire up the corridor into the 8-bound across there, and then pulling out close combat across here with the lone Inceptor across the other side of the containers. We'll go on to shooting phase next. So Darren Gardner got a little Patreon, fire into here. This is bolt rifles. Looking for 3s. They're assault weapons, by the way, so we can advance and shoot. Rerolling hits. Wounding on 5s. Toughness 5. And rerolling. Doesn't help at all. 4 saves of -1. And 1 goes through.
And ignore on a 5+. Ignored.
5s, yeah, okay. Right, well done.
6 up normally, then +1 because of my raffle devotion.
Okay, interesting situation with the ATV with the chaplain. So we've gone for Catechism of Fire. So you select an unit within 12. These are within range 12 of these. So we're going to put all the DACA back across into here. It's not too much, about 4 shots coming through. But we can try and fish for 6s with Devastating Wounds, for Catechism of Fire. And the multi-melter will go across into the 8-bound over there, I think is the plan. No. We're going to put the multi-melters into here. I'm going to try and assist these. So everything that we have is going to go into that. So we'll go for multi-melters first, 2 shots. And we'll commit this to Jordan Russell. Call upon the Eldar in our desperation. So we're looking for 3s. Yep, looking for 3s. Yeah, so those 2 go through. Maybe -3 or 4.
5 up Invon, so 1 Invon.
Blocked 1, well done.
And then how many damage?
I think it's going to be just D6 with the ATV. Not within range 9. Yeah, D6 damage. Which we shall roll and get a... It is a 3, which we'll keep. And 5+ for no pains.
Takes 2.
Alright, 2 wounds taken. It's a start at least. It's a grinding process to remove these from play. And then the DACA, we said, coming from the chaplain will be 2 shots. And then I think this vehicle's got a twin bolt rifle as well. Yeah, so it's going to be 4 shots in total. Looking for 3s. They'll hit. 5s to wound. 6s are great. I'll fish for 6s here, using the Oath of Moment ability. No more, just the 1 comes through. And
Passed on a 6.
Passed on a 6. Well done. So Redemptor Dreadnought next. Everything it has into the 8-bound across here. So the main Plasma Incinerator. This is a big roll. We'll go for JMH for this one. Eldar player again. Number of shots. Try and roll higher than a 2. Yeah, okay. So 4 shots. Needing 3s. They all hit. Strength, we are overheating here, so we're looking at strength 9. 3s for wounds. 3 make it through.
1 saved.
Okay.
3 damage each.
At that range...
3 damage each, isn't it?
No. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
So first one, 5s. So 1's still alive.
Yeah.
And then taking the 3 on him still. Oh, just died.
Okay, just about enough to kill 1. Next, we'll go for the Icarus rocket pod. This is number of shots. 3s. 3s. Yeah, 2 come through at -1. Tom can take cover. 2 normal saves.
1 failed.
D3.
5. Oh, sorry.
It's okay. You've rolled 1. That's okay. There's 2 more.
Yeah, 2 damage.
2 wounds taken. Yeah. Got Onslaught Gatling next. 3s. 4s. 6s are great. Jeez, man. Devastating wounds. 2 mortals. And then 1 normal save as well at -1, so 3 up.
So normal save, passed.
Okay.
And then 2 mortals.
Yeah, 5s. Feel no pain.
Yep.
Block by. Well done. Powerful stuff. Okay. And then finally we've got the D6 shots from the Fragstorm grenade launcher. 1 shot. 1 hit. No wound. And that's it. 5 power from the Dreadnought complete. Right, 5 power from these. Could be crucial. Going to put the 2 upstairs. They can see down into the 8 bound. Try and take them on. And then 1 of them across here over into the Berserkers. So 3 shots down here. 3s to wound. 2 wounds come through -1. Tom can take cover, so 3 ups.
Yep, good.
Pass both. Okay, and then these 2 down here. So it's going to be 6 shots. Got to try and help these Marines here. It's a daunting prospect going into those. So we're looking for 3s. I will fish for 6s here and just reroll the whole lot. Oath of moment. Okay, it's changed it up. So it's going to be an extra 2 and 2 coming through. Then try and wound on 4s. Rerolling.
What strength are they?
Strength 5?
No, it's 5s to win me.
Oh, you're tough for 6, are you?
Yeah.
All right, okay. So we'll just we'll recalculate this here. So those are the rerolls. That one's failed, which I would reroll. Failed. That sits at that. We're all good.
So
-1. Yeah. 4s.
4s, 2. And 2 damage.
2 damage each time.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 plus 1 no
First
pain.
one is dead. And then the second one takes 2 wounds.
Okay.
Can leave him on.
Other way around.
Yeah, just because he's the meatier one.
Okay. Right, done. That's seriously helped us out. There was trouble down here for sure. A big ask for those 5 Marines to
Those
take
bottles
him
are
down.
good.
These are excellent. Inceptors look fantastic.
Yeah.
Combined with Oath of Moment, they're very dangerous indeed. Okay, so shooting phase is done. We've whittled away. I don't even have a pistol across here. There's nothing we can do with the captain. We've gone to charges next. All right, so charges taking place. Chaplain's gone in, followed by the ATV. These have gone in across here. Desperate fight, and that's it. So we've gone to combat resolution next. So charges are taking place. I get fights first. Tom, remember, has fights first. It's my turn, therefore Tom goes first. So it's quickly resolved as to what goes on. Sometimes some quirky results, but just shows the power of fights first ability, especially if you're not charging.
I'll go with all the Corn Berserkers against him.
Yep, and your character model.
And then the character against...
Into Chaplain.
How many wounds is the Chaplain? 7?
I think he's only 5.
Oh, right. Yeah, then I'll go into him.
Going after the Chaplain. Okay.
Yeah, this guy's first.
Right, so I'm going to use the Captain's ability for the Only Endeavour's Duty End, his once per battle round ability for rights of battle. I'll put Only Endeavour's Duty End on himself for 0 CP. So I'll play that.
So this unit was now charged, so then I'm getting my buffs. I'm going to use Jackal, gold level Patreon for this, for the last ones, and we're going to go with the heavy eviscerators into the Cadian. And we're going to hit 4 times. And we are going to wound twice. -2.
-2. 4 up save. Pass 1.
2 damage.
2 damage. 5 plus 4 no pain he gets. Blocks 1.
And then he's not even going to die.
He's tough enough. He's surviving. He refuses to move.
The captain...
This one resolute captain. His bodyguard stripped away. 4 wounds taken. He's still alive.
And then we are... Nothing. Well, at least you wasted the thing on
CP,
it.
yeah,
2,
yeah.
4, 6. Right, and then we're going to go with the Master of Execution.
He's going to try and lop off the head from the Chaplain. Maybe
5 attacks plus 1 because you charged him. So 6s.
Are you getting your precision thing?
Yeah, I get precision and I get devastating wounds as well.
Oh, so you can go straight into the Chaplain.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So 2s. Re-rolling because you're a character.
Yeah.
And then strength 8. 3s.
Toughness 5.
So that's 4 mortal wounds. And I need 3, so I might as well try and get another 6. Yeah, he's dead.
Yep.
Decapitated.
No, he's not. Oh, yes, he is. Sorry. I was going to put it onto the ATV. Oh, no, Chaplain Grant's gone. A choice to protect the captain first, and it's meant the chaplain's been removed from play. I should have protected the chaplain. Okay, so well done, Tom. Good choice of attacks coming through. So we'll figure out what to do with this ATV. So ATV's attacks in 3s. All of them. 3s to wound. 3 saves. No minus. And it's not precise, so it can go through to regular model.
Got through it. So I was go through to regular model?
Yeah, yeah.
All right, I'll just take it on a regular model and then feel no pain. No.
One win taken. Okay, run over somebody's toe. So a bit of a mess across there. We'll focus on this one next. So, Primaris Intercessors on the charge. 3 attacks each. We have got to take the wind off this.
Easy peasy.
We're on our hit rolls. Thanks for the moment. Trying to wound you on 5s, right? It's not that impressive. But, oath of moment. It helps out a bit. This is not guaranteed here. 5 saves of 3+. Tom fancies his chances. I can sense it. Oh.
No, need 3 5s. Nope,
No, I've got it. Oh, just about. That's the end of Midnight Miniatures as well. Amy Almo's squad. The wounds can be removed. The oath of moment can be removed. We've just about managed to clear that 8 bound out of the way. Okay. So I think, according to the rules, we can't consolidate at all. The only ways we can consolidate is to push closer into close combat or advance towards an objective. But if we make that move towards an objective, we must end within range of it, which we won't. We're too far away. So they're going to sit exactly where they are.
Captain.
The captain. 6 attacks again as he fights. Needing 2s. Needing 3s. Well, good for him. He's done his bit. He really has in this game. The captain is still alive. 5 have made it through at -2. And okay, damage 2 each time. So Tom can pair these up and go for 6+ feel no pains.
The injured one is dead. And then the next one is dead. And then the last one is dead. Right.
Whoa.
So, what I am going to do is I'm going to spend 1 CP for Blood Offering.
Oh.
1 World Eaters unit from your army that was destroyed while within range of an objective.
Correct.
Marker you controlled, which I controlled.
Correct.
You can use this stratagem on that unit even though it was destroyed. That objective marker remains under your control even if you have no models within range of it until your opponent controls it at the start of the next turn. So the question, until you control it at the start of the next turn. So because you would technically, so that's not going to work, is it?
No,
because it'll only be 1-on-1. What's his objective secured?
It'll be something. OC2.
Yeah. So no, that would be a waste of CP.
Okay. Yeah. Save your money.
So I'll save my points.
Put it into the bank of corn. The bank of corn. Can I draw some blood, please? Yeah. Okay. Right, clearing up the tokens. I'll push in. Why not? Why not? We'll step forwards. Perhaps for the first time in this game, the captain inches a couple of inches forwards there into his arch enemy, the Master of Executions. Okay, who's just slain the chaplain, by the way. All right, so that's it. And the captain, I quite clean forgotten who's in charge. It's Mephisto in charge of him. Usually the Phoenix Lord that's slain early on
and he
in the
cannot
game.
be killed.
He cannot be killed in this
It's
game.
not going down.
All right, so turn resolved. All right, yeah, so the turn's over. Space Marines have done their best here to clear stuff away, which they've done to a degree, for sure. They've certainly caused trouble. There's no Deep Strikers to arrive, so Tom's got unit across here. It's on the objective. We'll pick up points for that. This one's just about cleared, so prevent points being picked up for that one. And Space Marines on a couple of objectives. Tactically looking in better shape. Tom's still got some sting in the tail, that's for sure. We'll go on to his turn 3 next. Right, so moving here on turn 3, Exalted moving in. Then across here, Tom switching back again. So coming off the objective and heading across this way. Their move so quick because Tom moved and then went for the guaranteed.
Yeah, spend the CP to guarantee move 6.
Yep.
And then they can charge because of my blessing.
Okay. Okay, so that's moving done. Charges, I think. Next.
Yeah, just go straight into them.
Charges have gone ahead. We overwatched and missed. No oath of moment, so seriously didn't help. Didn't get any hits actually with those. And then across here, the 8-bound have gone in. Tom may have the last laugh in this game. If he clears all this stuff, then all of a sudden the Space Marines will find themselves in trouble. Get these combats resolved next. Right, 8-bound. They're going to split. One into the ATV, one into the captain. Should be nice and straightforwards.
3 attack plus 1 for charge. Hit on 3s. Wounding on 2s. So 2. -3.
Into the ATV?
Yeah.
Double 6 to survive. Got 1 6.
It's 2 damage each.
Yeah, okay. And then, does it have deadly demise? It does not. Goodbye. Yep. That's the end of Vagabond Squad. They're finally gone. They've been a good escort for the chaplain. Unless they're removed from play.
And the captain.
The captain.
Small hit. Time to die, Mephisto.
Oh.
2s. Extra death. -3.
4 up. Invulnerable save. You block 2?
Yep, and then you got your 4 Fiona Pains. Need to pass 3.
If I had saved a CP and not done the silly Overwatch, wouldn't have worked. Anyway, 5s. Come on. Oh, so close. Oh, man. That's...
Rest in pieces, Mephisto.
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Oh, that's a shame. Oh, the tragedy. Oh, just at the end. Gone. Captain's gone. Right, thoughts about Space Marines, right? Dreadnought's great. Captain's great. Overmoment great. Those are the good things we're seeing.
The 2 double-handed chains into these guys.
Yep.
And then 3s because they're strength 9. 4. And these are -2.
4 at -2. Block 2.
2 damage each.
Slain 1. Okay, so Tom will count as in-base contact, whichever one I choose. We'll take that one away just there.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, he's not finished yet. He's got more attacks. They're so dangerous, Corn Berserkers. I think you have a squad whittle down, they come out with tons of attacks.
The squad of 10s, I mean, I've never run squads of 10s before.
Yeah.
And it just gives them a little bit more. Stop dropping dice.
Seven, 6.
So 5, so 5s here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At -1.
4 ups. Yeah, it's enough to kill another one. Hold on. So we'll go. We'll take that one. You're at the base of the building. I still count as being close combat. We'll just take that one out of the way. Okay. Perhaps I've put it up. I've kept the one upstairs alive. It's a bit more leap if he decides to head off. So we'll go for our attacks back. 1 wound. And a save. Okay. So turn comes to an end. We'll go on to turn 4. This is moving along at quite a pace now. Starting to see the game accelerate quite nicely. So we'll just go on to my turn 4. Right, so 1 point picked up for this objective across here. We do mourn the loss of our captain, who's currently being diced up by the Master of Executions. Dinner's served across there on the objective. Dreadnoughts, I can't go through here. Someone's parked a Razorback in the way. So we've gone round, we've pushed through with our move. A charge is possible. It's going to be a 10-inch charge. I was saving my precious CP for something. There's a number of options I could have gone for, but in the end we had to command reroll a dreadful advance roll to 1 just to make sure this squad got a 3 in the end, so we got this squad onto the objective just as we swap places across here. Jumping back across to claim the objective, jumping down here but staying here. So if Tom moves off, then we'll still have a model on the objective, just to create too much of a bit of a conundrum here for Tom's Berserker squad. I've learnt my lessons, partly starting to learn. If I shoot those and it cause a casualty, Tom will just go into combat, so we're not going to try and pick on those at all for shooting. Movement's done. Shooting phase next. Over the moment has been cast onto the Exalted 8-bound. Shooting phase finished. The Plasma Incinerator took out the 2 8-bound. Glad to see them go. Could be too little too late. That's the shooting finished. Nothing across here, so we shall go for our charge, which is 10 inches. Not rerollable. Who knows? Could be a glorious day for the Imperium, and it is not. End of turn. So we'll roll on now to Tom's turn 4. So Tom's turn 4. He gets 2 victory points. Controls this and controls this objective across here. So 2 points picked up. Now takes the lead by 1 point here. It's tight enough. And what is he measuring up? A possible stretchy.
No, that's not going to happen. Okay. So
yeah, I think Tom was thinking of this guaranteed 6-inch advance.
Yeah, I'm going to do the automatic guaranteed 6-inch advance.
Whoa, it's going down there. Okay, we'll let Tom finish his moveset. So Khorne Berserkers move through. They're all downstairs. We'll just put some of the models upstairs, and then we see the Master of Executions moving through. We're going to shooting phase next. Shooting phase, plasma pistol, bolt pistols. Took out the Inceptor as a supercharged plasma pistol hit coming through. Did 2 wounds, and then a failed to save. Rolled a 1. So that's the end of him. So well done to that squad. They've now cleared and claimed the objective. Well, it was already under their control, but they've completely cleared it now. Master of Executions has just gone in, not gone Overwatch. Tom's attacks.
2s.
Now 6s will be a right harvest here.
And I need 2s. So 2 mortals. And then 5 saves. Of -2.
5 ups. Block 2.
So that's 4 dead in total then.
Whoa.
Which makes the difference.
Yeah.
Because you can't run away anymore in this game, can you?
Yeah, well, not really, no. I'm keeping the sergeant alive. Not that it makes much difference in the rules anymore. And then I'll pile him in and fight back. A wound.
No.
Yeah, okay. Right, so Tom's turn comes to an end. This is really going right to the wire here. We're going to the final turn of the game.
Yep.
Oh, boy. We're going to turn 5 for the Space Marines. Okay, so yeah, we've rolled on to turn 5 here for the Space Marines, so we've put over moment on those, which Tom has again said it's too powerful. Everyone's in agreement with that one.
I think if it was like a one use only,
yes,
then I think it would be more understandable.
Yeah.
Or like you say, if it allowed you to either reroll hits or reroll wounds.
True, that's another good way of playing it. So we've gone back to where we were. The Dreadnought sort of wandered around here in this game, but it's gone back to here. So I reckon this game is most likely to end in a draw, possibly a win for the Space Marines. So points picked up. Tom's on 4 in total. I've just picked up 2 for controlling that one and this one because we passed the Battle Shock test. Objective Control 1, Objective Control 2, thankfully, for Intercessors, showing you the importance of high Objective Control units, such as Intercessors, Heavy Intercessors, and so on. And even your Khorne Berserkers as well, OC2 as well.
Yeah.
So we did control this one just about by keeping that sergeant alive. So 2 victory points picked up. That puts us on 5 points to us, 4 points to Tom. He's set to pick up another point. That would make the game a draw. So for a draw, Tom needs to, presuming he's slain, Tom needs to keep that unit alive. If that unit's wiped out entirely and he doesn't control that objective, then he'll not pick up any points and the Space Marines will win. So, the regular Inceptor lined up to shoot. I pulled the Dreadnought across to shoot across here and then to go into close combat against the Master of Executions. We'll go on to shooting phase next. If they're destroyed, I think we should be able to win the game. Alright, so firepower from the Dreadnought took out all of the Khorne Berserkers across here, but one remains crucially on the objective. It's downstairs right next to it. Then firepower came in from across here as well. It's all contributing to destroying all the models except one. One wound caused by bolt pistol as well. So we're going to charges next. Charge goes ahead. 5 attacks. Needing 3s. Needing 2s. Okay, so 2 go through.
2 go through.
6 damage.
He's very dead.
Okay, right. Master of Execution's finally removed. Okay. And then, so that's that objective cleared. Nothing else is going to happen in this game. So what we'll do is go on to Tom's turn 5. So we've rolled on to Tom's turn. He's doing a battle shock test here. This is the way the game is going to end. 4, so that means you've failed.
So that means I can't hold the objective anymore?
Yes, because the victory point is picked up at the end of your command phase.
And I didn't. My whole unit didn't die, so I couldn't use the ability to still hold the objective. So
right.
That's game, set, match.
Oh, it ends like that. Okay. So, yes, Tom can't pick up that crucial point to match my 5. So the final score is 5 points to 4. Not much significance as far as the channel's concerned. Just a friendly game here. Both sides flexing their muscles and practicing. I guess important for everybody involved. Frank observing, staying out of the fight. But casualties running heavy. Nice the way the game stretches out to the later turns of the game and how important those later turns are. Both sides have taken exceptionally heavy casualties in this battle. Good fight though, Tom.
Yeah, I mean you've only got 3. It wasn't a whitewash.
No.
You've only got 3 models left.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we noticed Oath of Moment was even more powerful for the smaller scale game. At 750 points. That's much higher impact. Here it's spread out a little bit more. So not so bad, but still potent enough for sure. Space Marines,
it just needs a little bit of tone
down a little bit.
Yeah.
But Oath of Moment doesn't stand on its own. Space Marines have some decent supporting rules as well. The combat doctrines are pretty useful. The stratagems are particularly good. The captain dishing out 3 stratagems as well. Like there's some really good stuff going on for the Space Marines. So very impressed with them. Units of the game. Now we'll talk about. Whilst Tom's thinking about that one, I'll call out.
I'm going to go Master of Executions for me.
Master of Executions, he was good. He's buried in the unit, hacked a good number of things down, and survived right through to the.
He helped with the strikes first.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Absolutely fantastic. Okay, Gilliman's Golden Boy, Jason Martinez, Marcus Olsen, Ross Caldwell, William Schwarz, Zachary Lee, Zachary Lyons, and Justin Haig. Big thanks to them for their support silver level over on Patreon. Units of the game for the Space Marines.
Mephisto, surely.
Mephisto captain, going to give it to him. He held the line, helped absorb so much damage, kept the Imperial Fists in the fight, despite the vicious close combats taking place. We held the line, but at what cost? It was horrific in this battle, but the Imperium have themselves a win by the narrowest of margins. Keep a lookout for more battle reports on the channel and over on YouTube channel membership as well. If you want more battle report action, then do join us on membership, Aspect Warrior level and above. We'll give you access to all of our exclusive content. Thanks for watching and tune in next time. Yep, before you go, we said we'd talk about 10th edition. We sort of talked about it the whole way through the game. I think 10th edition's fine. I can't see any problem with it. I think Tom's enjoyed his first game. We're talking about rules bloat, right? Watch this. So, I mean, most of you know this already. So I'm running the Space Marines here, and obviously the only option for the moment is the Gladius Task Force here. So Gladius Task Force for all of these. Previously, you could have had like 30 stratagems, and that's where the rules started bloating, and then loads of different warlord traits and relics and so on. But what happens is, imagine when the new codex comes out for the Space Marines, they'll give you multiple detachments to choose from. So there could be like 3 or 4, and you pick which detachment you want to use. So if I switch to a different detachment, all of this stuff just gets replaced. So pushed to the side. The only thing we'll keep for Space Marines is the army rule, which is Oath of Moment. Everything else is pushed away, and then the fresh detachment comes in, and then with that fresh detachment comes different enhancements, different detachment rules, and then different stratagems. So in effect, Games Workshop, we were doing this in games previously on the channel, like putting like a cap on stratagems, like 6 maximum. Games Workshop have done that. They've done it here with the detachment rules as well, so it's not this constant build-up of stuff. So in effect, Games Workshop can produce as many stratagems as they wish, but if it's restricted at 6 for each detachment, then you're not going to get overwhelmed with so much stuff being added on. You know, you're dropping those and then taking a fresh set. So you're keeping your depth and your variety, but you're not having to learn so much stuff. You know, it's choosing what you want instead of having to learn 30, 40 stratagems for Space Marines. So really, it's not. There's variety, which is really good, but not the bloating where you're having to learn so much stuff. So I think this is an excellent move.
It still keeps the flavour of the army.
Exactly.
Well, which I think the World Eater's still played like. In fact, move, advance, and charge capabilities and all that lot and the feel no pain is very fluffy for World Eaters.
Yeah.
So I would almost argue they're more fluffy this way than they were before.
Oh, okay, good point. And some people said, well, the rules have been simplified so much that the rules are really shallow and the depth of the game has been lost. We never felt that throughout the battle. There's unique rules being used. There was real good interaction with unit abilities and stratagems going on. So I think the depth, the variety, the interest was there for sure. And again, as you said, when the different detachments come along, you can try out different stuff, different combinations, build your armies around different detachments. So plenty of variety. With the rules being harmonised, how quickly did we resolve who fights first?
Mm-hmm.
Just within seconds, we knew what to do. A lot of auras being shut down, reroll ones and all that kind of stuff just disappears. Just the models with the unit, he gives them certain abilities, and that's it. And if we're going through codexes, there was no books for us to flick through. We checked the rules a couple of times, and then just everything else was referenced across here on the sheets, on the board, on the cards. And if you start learning those off by heart, which you will after a few games, then you're hardly going to be looking at the data cards, in which case you're back to just rolling dice on the table and keeping most of the focus on the board. So I think 10th edition is very good and has plenty of potential. The game's been enjoyable. I reckon it's been quicker.
Yeah, it was pretty balanced as well. Like
Balance.
when you see what's actually left at the end, like the death piles are pretty much the same.
Yeah.
The score was very close.
Yeah, no,
and that's two completely different armies. That's a gun line shooting army against a close combat army.
Yeah, no.
So,
and I felt some very realistic sort of moments taking place in the game. You know, this fight across here, this grisly battle taking place. Just the mechanics of it worked very well indeed. So, it's looking good for 10th edition in our opinion. Game ran well enough. We'll see what happens. There's different factions to try out. But so far, so good for 10th edition. Leave us your own comments in the comments section below. What do you think? What do you think of this game? What do you think of 10th edition? Thanks for watching. Tune in next time.